Okay, I don't know what's going on. Give me 1 second, y'all.
I'm telling you, quarterbacks, you get all the good-looking women. What a beautiful woman. Wow.
AJ's doing some things right down.
So if you're a youngster in Alabama, start getting the football out and throw it around the backyard with pop.
I say we hit somebody. Huh? Ooh. We want some drill. What that mom gonna say? Ooh, my baby.
Are you in this game? Let him handle it. Let him handle it, Damon. Let him handle it. Let him handle it. Oh, you shut the fuck up and let him handle it. Don't tell me nothing. You understand? Get it off the fucking sideline. Push it on my. You don't push it on my damn.
This is what Travis Kelce did. This is.
Alright, we should be good now. Now, let's get back into it. We left off on the Mike Tomlin video. I don't know if y'all got to see it after the stream just ended, but we're going to play that video again.
Good evening. All right. You know, it's often said, we're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time. Like you have to choose. And, I think our experience here in Pittsburgh and with the great Steeler organization exemplifies that, man. We were here for a long and really good time. It's been an honor to serve the greatest organization in sport. It's been an honor to be a part of this great community, to call it home, for our kids to call it home. We're in somewhat of a nomadic business, and so we don't take that for granted, that our kids get an opportunity to call Pittsburgh home. It's been an honor to serve the community in which we live, its values that we hold, and it will continue. We appreciate the recognition, but as my wife said, we certainly don't do it for that. We've been extremely blessed, man, and we just like to share those blessings. We thank you.
So, like I said earlier, Poohman dropped the link for Mike Tomlin and the speaking out after his retirement. So that's what he had to say at an award ceremony. And I thought that was beautifully said. I thought that was sweet. 19 years. 19 years that man was with Pittsburgh Steelers. It's crazy to think about. Poohman, thank you. And what's up, Mo? Y'all know your average logical thinker. Go subscribe to her. She has a channel. She just posted this recipe. She calls them, what do you call them? Roquettes? We call them salmon cakes. Yes, I said salmon with an L. But that's what we call them, is salmon cakes. And she posted a recipe to that, so y'all go check her channel out. She posts all sorts of things. You get all sorts of things over there. You get recipes, you get motivational speeches, you get it all over there. I love it. What's up, A-Team? Y'all go check out A-Team. She has her own channel as well. Steamy Stories. Thank you, Poohman, for dropping the links as always. And 3 a.m., welcome back. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know what happened earlier. It scared me at first because I was like, there's no way this video that was on the news is copywritten with Mike Tomlin. So I was checking with YouTube and making sure I was good with YouTube, but everything was good. I don't know what happened. It's just part of the game, I guess, with streaming. But good to see you again. 3 a.m. And like I said too, 3 a.m. has his own channel as well. Y'all go check him out. And there's the link to Steamy Stories. So that's the update with Mike Tomlin and what he had to say since his departure from the Steelers. So it was really good to hear from him again. Now, what else? Let me go back to my topics, because y'all know we gotta do the play calls. If I don't do the play calls, it ain't gonna go good for me. Like, I'm gonna get off topic, and I probably still will get off topic, but hey, that's okay. It's my show. So next is UFL versus NFL, and this is something that CDT Beats sent me, and I thought this was interesting. And oh man, stupid stream that ended 3 a.m. If you could, will you please re-comment what you said about the UFL rule, where something with a kick, a 60-yard kick, and then 4 points, something with that. If you could, please re-comment that 3 a.m. That would be so helpful to me. But let's go ahead and get into that topic. Let's see, which one is it? And I thought I had a little shout out thing for CDT Beats. I'll probably do it at some point.
Good evening.
Oh, my bad, y'all. There we go. 60-yard field goal will be worth 4 points. Okay. Yeah, in UFL. So this was interesting. CDT Beats, again, he sent me this. Y'all go check out his channel. He has amazing beats, and these are the beats you hear featured on my channel. They come from CDT Beats, so y'all go check him out. But he sent me this. It's 10 reasons you should watch the UFL. And I thought this was so fascinating, because I watched the UFL a couple years ago. I haven't really kept up with it since, but I'm really, after seeing this, I really probably am going to watch it more closely. And it's coming up soon, you guys. I can't remember the date, but it's coming up soon. So it says, no drama, no politics. So you have Shedeur Sanders right here. We all know what happened with Shedeur Sanders and the Browns and the draft. Politics with that. It has Bad Bunny, Roger Goodell, and then Taylor Swift. I also think one of them was, okay, one of them's with bad calls with the refs or something like that. So there's one of the reasons. 2, no rigged spots. Y'all, a chip is put inside the football. A chip is put inside the football. That's wild to me, to spot the ball, so you don't get no rigged spot calls. And I'll show you the full picture of this. So UFL versus NFL. Okay, what'd you say? The 2026 UFL season kicks off on Friday, March 27th, 2026 at 8 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you so much, 3 a.m. for that information. I need to make you a mod if you're not already a mod. Let me see if I can't do that now. Okay, wait, no, you're a mod. Good. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting with the chip and the ball. 3, everything is challengeable. This is a big one for me, you guys. This includes penalties and no calls. So this was a famous no call. I think it was against the LA Rams with the Saints. I can't remember who else, but this was, if you just Google it, Lewis bad call against LA Rams. They say this one goes down the worst in history. To me, y'all know which one I'm gonna say. Being a Dallas fan, y'all know I'm going to say the worst call in NFL history was Dez Bryant. I will stand on that. I stand 10 toes down on that. Next, you have classic college quarterbacks get a second chance in the pros. I love this. I love to see it. And this is honestly one of the first reasons why I started watching the UFL when I did, was because that I seen AJ McCarron, who played for Alabama. He didn't really have success in the NFL, but he was playing in the UFL and was having great success. Slow down with your words, Chelsea. But he was having great success. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to, get into the UFL watching AJ McCarron. And he actually came back, I believe, and coached, which was interesting too. I don't know if he's still coaching, but I'm going to have to get back into the UFL. Our punter came from UFL. Yeah, see, Turpin from Dallas Cowboys. He came from the UFL. Oh, and I think Brandon Aubrey from Dallas Cowboys. He came from the UFL as well. Cases and cans, Daniel Cunningham. It's always good to see you. Thank you for showing up for me, y'all. He has a channel too. Y'all go subscribe to him, okay? Because he's been posting content, getting in the YouTube game as well. Right there with me. We're all beginners, and so he's right there with me. Y'all go check him out as well. Next, we have official reviews are directly broadcasted to the TV. Fully transparent officiating. Y'all, you get fully transparent officiating with the UFL. Look at this. This is crazy. Like, I love this so much better than NFL. Why is the NFL not doing? Well, we know why the NFL is not probably doing it, but I love that. Next, you have no annoying streaming packages. Man, if this doesn't sell you, I don't know what will, because what is my biggest pet peeve that I tell you all about? It's the streaming services. How everything is geared towards streaming now. It's a monopoly. And you have to have so many different package deals now to watch sports. It's not just on like your cable TV anymore. You have to have Netflix, because Netflix has their special games for NFL now. You have to have Prime for Thursday Night Football. You have to have either a cable TV service like Spectrum, Dish, or DirecTV, or YouTube TV. You have to have one of those to have your main channels. Like, it's ridiculous. But this is all on one place, because you can have Fox on your cable TV network, ABC, and ESPN. So you don't have to have like all these streaming services. I love that. Oh yeah, and what's up, Derek? Good to see you. Y'all know I gotta play Derek's drop. Y'all know I gotta play Derek's drop, okay? I cannot not play that drop.
Leave Chelsea alone. What's wrong with you, G Hunter? I'm the one who tells you about your fantasy. Listen. Send me your address so I can send you a rainbow flag. If you want to look like Alicia Keys. That's okay, man. You can't even grow. You can't even grow enough hair. I'm not accustomed to a man wanting to look like a woman. And you too dark to look like her. Why don't you? You know what? You look like a good Jennifer Hudson. That's what you would look like.
Yeah, you look like a gremlin, nigga. You look like a gremlin.
You too dark to be Alicia Keys. You look like a Jennifer Hudson.
Hey, G Hudson. G Hudson.
You look like a gremlin and top room look like a predator.
That's your name for the year.
I'm trying to get Oh man, yeah. Switch over to Jennifer, man. We'll call you G Hudson from now on.
Jennifer Hudson.
Mean girl.
Chelsea with that big ass head.
Look,
he needs some milk.
Hey, I told you to leave Chelsea alone.
Hey, Chelsea, just let me get your hat. I'll go ahead at the same time.
I told you to leave Chelsea alone. It's getting bad. It's getting worse for you, man. Just let it go and live. leave Chelsea alone. What's wrong with you,
Be
G
sure to
Honda?
take my
I'm the one.
cowboy hat. What's up, Ty Pro? Let me play your drop since you're in here now, okay? I don't know which one we got for you. Let's see which one this is.
I love pretty women, period. No matter what you hear or see, my bitches gotta be bad. My lady, my one lady.
What's up, Ty Pro? Good to see you. Let's see what y'all saying. I have too many streaming channels. I know, right? Same. This is Derek best drop ever. I know. We played that so many times, Ty Pro. I'm so glad you're here because let me tell you, we have played that. I don't know, like it's way over 10 or 12 times. Like that one stream we did, Derek, like I don't know how many times we had played it that day, but we played it over and over again. It seemed like we were all cracking up. But y'all, you have to go to Go Creekery's channel to watch the full G Hudson roast. Ty Pro, you going live tonight? Yeah, Ty Pro, are you going live? Y'all, check out Prolific Minds podcast. Y'all know that's another one of my favorites. Y'all go subscribe, check them out. What's up, Dr. X Unleashed? Good to see you here. Salute. Derek, nah, bro, but I think I'm gonna go live tomorrow afternoon and read for book club. I love that. I hope y'all are reading that book. It's so good. That's still funny. I know, right? Let's see, what else? I like the future drop. Yeah, I got a lot for you. Let's see what all drops I have for Ty Pro. I have that one. Which one?
Finish this phrase. Leave it what?
In.
Name something specific.
That one. Let's see. There's a third one, but I don't know where it's at. Also have more.
I'm here so I won't get fined. 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 I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined.
I need to assign that one to somebody. Okay. Y'all got me distracted with that G Hudson. Thank you, Pooh Man, for dropping the link to Prolific Minds podcast. Chelsea, did you see the stuff I sent you in Discord? Yes, Derek, I did. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to do another stream separate. I already had this one planned out, but the next stream, I'm definitely covering what you sent me because that was good. That was some good stuff. And I'll probably do another spin of what I have planned for today for what you sent me in the Discord. I was behind in the stream, but yeah, we for sure go and read tomorrow because Chelsea dang near finished the book. Yeah, that's a good book. Okay, so back to this, y'all. Next, we have proven NFL pipeline. 137 players from spring football have gone to the NFL after. And this is what me and 3AM were talking about. We were talking about the players who have came from the UFL to the NFL. Like you have Brandon Aubrey. I think it even shows the picture of Brandon Aubrey. And we got Turpin for the Dallas Cowboys from the UFL. Also, you get brand new jerseys for every team in the league going to be released soon. So I don't know if they've released those yet. They don't have the pink ones, y'all. But if they did, that fits me. My theme, does it not? The pink and black, that fits me. But this isn't real, okay? This is just an example. 3 brand new cities with franchises. So Louisville's been added, Orlando, and Columbus. So they're adding more teams to the UFL, or cities. The best part about it is spring football is, wait, what does it say? The best part about spring football is that it's football in the spring. So football's continuing. All right, let me go back to the show topics, y'all, because I don't want to get off track like I said earlier, although I probably still might. So we covered the Mike Tomlin video. We've covered the UFL versus NFL. Now let's get into the free agency deals. Let me pause my music. And I gotta click off the show topics. There we go.
The New York Jets quarterback Geno Smith vowed to be better than ever in his second stint with the team.
I mean, listen, Geno going back to New York, we obviously know not very many quarterbacks have had success playing for the New York Jets.
Nope.
Obviously, from top to bottom, they've been somewhat of a bad organization. He's going to have an out-of-body experience every goddamn week and elevate all those around him. Obviously, we have the draft coming up. I'm not sure there's anybody that they can draft that can come in and make an immediate impact.
They must got a lot of draft picks. What they get in return?
They got 2 firsts. The more good players you have, the more dynamic your offense or your defense is, the better you are as a team. For you to be bad that long, everybody's turned it around, except them. The New York Jets quarterback Geno Smith vowed to be better than ever in his second stint with the
Y'all, what
team.
got me was when Ocho said he's going to have an out-of-body experience. Ain't that the truth for the Jets? I don't know what Geno's going to do. He's older. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do for the Jets. The Jets are really starting from scratch. They, honestly, like I said it before, they remind me of the Browns because of the QB situation. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. And then you got rid of, are they the ones that got rid of Sauce Gardner? I'm pretty sure they're the ones that got rid of Sauce Gardner. Because wasn't he with the Jets? And now he's with the Colts? Y'all, I don't know. I don't know what... Okay, right? Okay, I'm right on that one. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what the answer is. And I don't think it's Geno Smith. I don't know what Geno Smith could do. Of course I would want the best for these players. Y'all know that I don't criticize these players like that. Obviously, I do critique them. But I do give positives and negatives to everything. And I would want the best for him. Like, I would want to see him succeed. I know your career time in the NFL is short. Like, obviously, I wish the best for these guys. I just don't know I don't know what you're going to do different. I don't know. I don't think you have the team that's going to be built up to help you with that. Plus, the coaching situation is it's not good. So there's that. I honestly thought he would retire or just be a backup QB, but it sounds like they're wanting him to start. So we'll see.
They are lying on Max Crosby. The Ravens did not want Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby. Use the common sense. Listen to Max Crosby if you don't want to listen to me. Listen to Max Crosby's agent if you don't want to listen to me. The Ravens knew about Max Crosby's injury. Hendrickson was still on the street. They could get him for the cheap, and they got him. Crosby said it himself. Believe nothing you hear. Not believe part of it. Believe nothing you hear.
You said they have some mad draft picks in 2027 or 2028. He's just a placeholder. Yeah. They're definitely not going to have success this upcoming. Well, they could. You never know. Never say never, but I don't see it happening. Especially with a weak QB draft class. Like, they're definitely going to have to wait. Okay, back to the Max Crosby thing. This was interesting to me because he was talking about how Max Crosby's post, believe nothing you hear and everything you see, or half of what you see, whatever that post said. They're talking about the media, like the media's coverage. So I told you guys that Let me play some music while I speak. So I told you guys that on Pat McAfee's show, Adam Schefter was on there. He's the NFL insider. He releases all the NFL information that comes out. But he claimed that Max Crosby and Trey Hendrickson wanted to be together at the Ravens. Well, on Speakeasy, Emmanuel Ocho was saying that that's not true. That Adam Schefter is basically just doing damage control for the Ravens. That the Ravens are trying to save face and they're using Adam Schefter to make that happen, claiming that they wanted to be together, it just didn't work out, all of that. But that's not the scenario, because the Ravens knew what they were getting with Max Crosby. So what's the real reason? They knew what they were getting. They knew his injury, that he was coming off of an injury. It's just not adding up. So I thought that was interesting. I have another video as well.
This could be a huge blessing in disguise for the Raiders. The Raiders have so much cap space that now you retain Max Crosby. Imagine, Raiders, what you all have. I believe you currently have the best linebacking core in football, because you got Nakobe Dean, you got Quay Walker. Two really, really, really good linebackers. You just got the best center in football in Tyler Lindenbaum. You have a really good and promising young running back in Ashton Jeanty. You're likely going to draft a #1 overall pick quarterback in Fernando Mendoza, who's proven to be a winner at the collegiate level. Then you think about Max Crosby plus Kwity Paye. That's good. You acquire Taron Johnson from the Buffalo Bills. That's the top 3 nickelback since he's entered the National Football League, at least during the bulk of the prime of his career. So if you're really looking at the Raiders and what they've done this offseason, best linebacking core, Max Crosby, Kwity Paye, Taron Johnson at nickelback, Tyler Lindenbaum directly behind him, Fernando Mendoza, #1 overall pick, directly behind him, Ashton Jeanty, a first overall pick, top 5 overall pick. The Raiders really have a solid core, plus Brock Bowers, best tight end in the league.
So I thought that was interesting. We'll get back to it because we have Aaron Laura in the house. Hold on, I gotta play Aaron Laura's clip. Let's see, here we go. What's up, Aaron Laura? Good to see you here.
This could be a huge blessing in disguise for the Raiders. The Raiders have
All right. Now let's play this again.
so much cap space that now you retain Max Crosby. Imagine, Raiders, what you all have. I believe you currently have the best linebacking core in football, because you got Nakobe Dean, you got Quay Walker. Two really, really, really good linebackers. You just got the best center in football in Tyler Lindenbaum. You have a really good and promising young running back in Ashton Jeanty. You're likely going to draft a #1 overall pick quarterback in Fernando Mendoza, who's proven to be a winner at the collegiate level. Then you think about Max Crosby plus Kwity Paye. That's good. You acquire Taron Johnson from the Buffalo Bills. That's the top 3 nickelback since he's entered the National Football League, at least during the bulk of the prime of his career. So if you're really looking at the Raiders and what they've done this offseason, best linebacking core, Max Crosby, Kwity Paye, Taron Johnson at nickelback, Tyler Lindenbaum directly behind him, Fernando Mendoza, #1 overall pick, directly behind him, Ashton Jeanty, a first overall pick, top 5 overall pick. The Raiders really have a solid core, plus Brock Bowers, best tight end in the league.
So the Raiders are looking pretty good. Now, I will say their QB situation is still questionable because how Mendoza performs as a rookie, you just never know. If they get Mendoza, which we're all assuming that's who the Raiders pick, but they're not looking too bad right now with how they've worked in the free agency. Okay, so y'all, I mentioned this the other day with what CDT Beats sent me, and it is the cycle of the Falcons.
Daddy Ice! Brother, you already got Michael Penix hurt! And for my next act, I'm gonna go get somebody that's hurt up!
But they might be looking on the bright side.
To about the storm to the Sunshine State. It ain't nothing bright. Cool. I don't judge anytime.
Stop the show. Stop the show. Hold on, y'all. Play it again, y'all. Play it again.
Daddy
Michael Love, our show sponsor. Shout out to you, Michael Love. He dropped 100. That is so sweet. You just made my day. I was not expecting that, y'all. I'm telling you, this streaming ain't no joke. So it's obviously not required. Obviously, I just appreciate you guys liking, commenting, showing up for me, subscribing. But the money's nice too. I won't lie about it. The money is nice too. But thank you so much, Michael Love. He is so generous in the YouTube streets. I always see him giving to these content creators. And he works hard, y'all. He works hard. He's a truck driver, you know. Shout out to him. Shout out to you, Michael Love. Well, Michael Love. Hopefully I said my words right. Michael Love. Yeah, woo! Okay. Let me add him to the banner, too.
You already got Michael Penix hurt. And for my next act, I'm gonna go get somebody that's hurt up.
But they might be looking on the bright side.
Two about the storm to the Sunshine State. It ain't nothing bright. Cool. I don't judge any type of free agent acquisition solely off of team needs and team desire. I judge it off of team camaraderie and team cohesion. So I don't like this pick because if you were to ask some of the star players on the Atlanta Falcons, Drake, London, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Michael Penix is probably the only person that liked this pick.
Why you say that though?
Because two are gonna do something that ain't gonna keep him from a job. Now, my question to Matt Ryan is, now you got two undecided quarterbacks that ain't a franchise quarterback. Kyler Murray made more sense to me than Tua. Kyler Murray gonna get the butter from the duck from Michael Penix.
That's a battle.
They gonna push each other.
Correct.
Push it to the limit. I'm pushing the push. I ride in the ride.
And I don't even think Penix has done enough to say I'm the outright starter.
No, he has not. Respectfully,
yeah.
And then given the fact that those two quarterbacks alone are a walking blue tent.
They get the front parking spots at the supermarket.
Why?
Because they're going to put that handicap on in the mirror. Hang that.
I was talking about the blue tent. You was talking about the blue side.
Exactly.
Everything blue. They're going to look into her pockets. She got blue checks. To not play.
That's the only thing about the Falcons. They didn't spend a lot to get him.
They spent enough on Kirk.
Do you think the Falcons are in a position they could have even went to go get another quarterback?
Let's play it again. Hold on, y'all. I'm working on my banner.
Brother, you already got Michael Penix hurt. And for my next act, I'm gonna go get somebody that's hurt up.
But they might be looking on the bright side.
Two about the storm to the Sunshine State. It ain't nothing bright. Cool. I don't judge any type of free agent acquisition solely off of team needs and team desire. I judge it off of team camaraderie and team cohesion. So I don't like this pick because if you were to ask some of the star players on the Atlanta Falcons, Drake, London, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Michael Penix is probably the only person that liked this pick.
Why you say that though?
Because two are gonna do something that ain't gonna keep him from a job. Now, my question to Matt Ryan is, now you got two undecided quarterbacks that ain't a franchise quarterback. Kyler Murray made more sense to me than Tua. Kyler Murray gonna get the butter from the duck from Michael Penix.
That's a battle.
They gonna push each other.
Correct.
Push it to the limit.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had to update my banner because of Michael Love. He said, I finally caught one of your lives, Chels. Keep moving the chains. I appreciate you so much. You know that's my saying. That's what I love to say. I love to, put in my comment sections and everything. Like, we're slowly getting the first downs on the YouTube field, slowly moving the chains. So, thank you. Oh, y'all. Thank you guys for showing some love to Michael Love. What up to everyone in the chat? Coach Chelsea, what's up? Man, let's play your drop from the Black Couch. Let's see if I can find it.
voice. Brother, you already got Michael Penix hurt. And for my next...
You said Cam's dad is a pastor. You can hear it in his voice. You really can, Pooh Man. Oh man, you really can hear it in his voice. Tapping in quickly to show some love. I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping his link. Y'all, we're trying to get from the Black Couch to 50 so he can go live again. So make sure you subscribe. He's a pastor's kid. It's crazy to think about. Congratulations, Chelsea, on breaking that 200. Thank you. Thank you. I do have a new goal up. I don't know if it'll show, but now my goal is to get to 210. What's up, D-Money? Good to see you here. Oh, 205. Thank you guys for updating me on that. Congratulations for sure, Coach. I appreciate that. Ty Pro. Okay. So back to it, y'all. I told you guys that I don't understand it. I don't understand why the Falcons would go get Tua knowing his history. Anyone who knows Tua's history from Alabama, he had a broke hip, had to have surgery. He had a broke ankle, had to have surgery. He's been plagued with injuries, with concussions. It's just, I don't know. And now, you know, he's not aged out completely, but he is getting older. So, I don't know. And this goes back to what CDT Beats sent me. It's like, here's the Falcons. You have Tua, questionable QB. They beat a really good team, lose to a really bad team, miss the playoffs, and then they start the cycle over again. Tua is always hurt. That's going to be my major thing with Tua is the injuries. That's CDT Beats. That's exactly how it happens. Shout out to CDT Beats, y'all. Go subscribe to CDT Beats. You know that's who is featured in this channel with music. I gotta play CDT Beats. So, y'all make sure you're subscribed to him, support him. He does so much. Like, I had just watched Smell the Roses. Y'all check her out too. But I was watching Smell the Roses, and she gave a little shout out to CDT Beats because CDT Beats has sent him his little sound bites that he plays throughout his shows. I thought that was so kind of him. But yeah, just y'all go make sure you subscribe to CDT Beats and support him and his little family. Alright. Now, what's next? Okay, Odigizua. Let me pause my music.
Cowboys are moving from a 4-3 to a 3-4. When you move from a 4-3 to a 3-4 defense, you have to completely change the archetype of your interior lineman. The Cowboys can no longer utilize a 6'2", 280-pound Odigizua. Why? Because a 6'2", 280-pounder does not fit in a 3-4 defense. Your defensive ends in a 3-4 are about 6'5", 290 pounds. Think J.J. Watt. Your nose tackle in a 3-4 is about 6'2", 320, 325. Think Vince Wilfork. So you have no use for a 6'2", 280-pound defensive tackle in a 3-4 scheme. You have to start to figure out how to change your roster as you change your defensive structure. So what you're going to start to see for the Cowboys is a mass exodus of interior linemen and probably a mass exodus of defensive ends or inside backers as you transition into the different archetype structures.
Now, I loved that from Emmanuel Ocho. You said, wow, you're a sports fan? Yes, Mark Cooper, I'm definitely a sports fan. Welcome to the show. Yeah, definitely a sports fan. But I love this information because not only have I hated, y'all know I've hated the Cowboys defense since Dan Quinn left to be the head coach of the Washington Commanders. Like, I've hated our defense. And we've went through those defensive coordinators. Really the only defensive coordinator we had consistently was when we had Dan Quinn. But after that, it's just been one after the other. I don't know why we ever, I don't, a 4-3 defense is not as successful as a 3-4 defense. And I'll give you an example. The Seahawks had a 3-4 defense. They just won a Super Bowl, and we all know how great that defense was. I just feel like a 3-4 defense works better than a 4-3, and I'm hoping the changes helps. We'll see. I don't know what defense Dan Quinn had to have ran. Let me look up what defense Dan Quinn was running, because I'll be interested to know if at the time he was running a 3-4. It's popping up, so I'm assuming he did run a... Okay, so it says Dan Quinn had a hybrid defense that often utilized 3-4 elements. So Dan Quinn had 3-4 elements to his defense, even though he still had some of the 4-3, but he did utilize the 3-4 defense as well. I think the only way you have success for the defense is if you do have some sort of 3-4. When you're just doing 4-3, it's not good, which is what you've seen with the Cowboys. And I liked what he said about the sizing of players and why Odighizuwa would not fit for our defensive change going to a 3-4 defense, because the size would matter. Honestly, it's funny because someone like Micah Parsons would be a better fit now for the defense. So there's my little rant on that.
Living out a dream that you can never accomplish. You fucking cornball.
We're getting into some good little juicy details here now. So I guess Stephen A. and Speakeasy Podcast have been going at it. And they had some things to say, which I thought was interesting.
I'm not here to discredit Stephen A. for what he's done in his career. I'm in this business because of Stephen A. Smith. All I have seen from this man is be an absolute embarrassment. I'm ashamed to say that he's the one that inspired me to get into this business. He is an absolute cornball. You're lame. I met you. And it was one of the worst experiences that I've ever had in this entire business. As a dude at 58 years old who always dreamed of playing in the NBA, to sit there and then just be like, well, I'm more popular than y'all. Bro, you're lame. You think that you are the story continuously, over and over and over again. You sit there and you jest about players and athletes, knowing good and damn well you wanted to be that. There's a level of respect that you're supposed to have for the players that you made your career covering. Have fun in politics, bro, because I don't want to hear shit else you got to say. You're a 58-year-old having a popularity contest with 19, 20, 21-year-olds. You fucking cornball.
Okay, we're going to play that again. Hold on.
Living out a dream that you can never accomplish.
You said here, Mark Cooper. Dallas should draft pass rusher this year. Great LBs coming out this year. Yeah, thank goodness we don't need a QB. I mean, Dak is getting older, so you could argue we do need a QB, but I think free agency with QBs, well, if you subtract Tua, you could get a decent QB in a free agency, but yeah, I definitely think that, that's what we're going to go for. Also, CB. Now, we did get a CB in the free agency. I can't remember who we got. But we did get a CB in the free agency because, the Trayvon Diggs situation. People are questioning if Bland is really that guy to be our, veteran CB. So, yeah. Agreed. Okay. He's not wrong. Now, what's up, Gary? Good to see you here as always. Afternoon to the hostess, mods, and chat. Now, let's go back. This made me laugh when he called him a cornball. Now, I am going to show another clip from Cam Newton, and I thought Cam Newton had a good argument on this, but I loved when he called him a cornball. I don't know why. That was so funny to me.
Fucking cornball. I'm not here to discredit Stephen A. for what he's done in his career. I'm in this business because of Stephen A. Smith. All I have seen from this man is be an absolute embarrassment. I'm ashamed to say that he's the one that inspired me to get into this business.
He is an absolute cornball. You're lame. I met you. And it was one of the worst experiences that I've ever had in this entire business.
You know what
as
they
a
say?
dude.
They say don't meet your, what are they, like, the people that you look up to. Don't meet your celeb, not crushes, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that saying. Don't meet the people you look up to.
58 years old who always dreamed of playing in the NBA to sit there and then just be like, well, I'm more popular than y'all. Bro, you're lame. You think that you are the story continuously, over and over and over again. You sit there and you make and you jest about players and athletes, knowing good and damn well you wanted to be that. There's a level of respect that you're supposed to have for the players that you made your career covering. Have fun in politics, bro, because I don't want to hear shit else you got to say. You're a 58-year-old having a popularity contest with 19, 20, 21-year-olds. You fucking cornball.
Have fun in politics. That was another good part. Never meet your heroes. Thank you, D-Money. Y'all check out D-Money too. He has his own channel. Y'all go show support for him. We have Cree Cree in the building. What is up, Cree Cree, y'all? You know you all have to go subscribe and watch Cree Cree's G Hudson roast video. Make sure you subscribe to that because that's where that Derek drop comes from. It's from Cree Cree's channel. So go show support and love. You know what? We need to have a special emoji. Y'all, if you are new and you've never checked out Go Cree Cree, drop a giraffe emoji. Drop a giraffe emoji in the G Hudson roast. It's from a month ago. If y'all go find that video, drop a giraffe emoji, and it'll be like our own little secret, okay? Nobody else will know. Yeah. So if y'all go check out that video, drop a giraffe emoji. Oh, let me play your drop, Cree Cree.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane?
Living out a dream that you can never accomplish. You fucking cornball. I'm not here to discredit.
Let's see. Never meet your idol. They will usually disappoint you. That's true. There was okay. You said, I was surprised that they tagged Pickens. I'm not. I'm not. It's the Dallas Cowboys. We know how it goes with the Dallas Cowboys. It's like the same thing that you've seen whenever with Dak Prescott. And then you've seen the questionable if they were going to give Ezekiel Elliott the money or not, which I didn't want them to give Zeke the money, and now y'all know why, because once they gave, I just knew that Zeke was at the end of his career, so what was the point of giving him all that money? Oh, that's a separate rant for another day. Okay, so here is the Cam Newton, what he had to say in response to all this drama.
They made it personal. And that's what Stephen A often does. In the sake and in the name of entertainment, he made it personal. But the other problem is people get on me, Acho, your career this, your career that, and I hear them. But what is hard for me is people who literally didn't make it to the league.
Now, some would say, Cam, you're tripping. Some would say, Cam, you done changed up your tone. And I would tell you, we all change. And I'll give you perspective. My good brother in content, Mr. Emmanuel Acho, times have changed. And trust me, I have changed with those times. Given that we have these illustrious platforms to talk our opinions, be it that it may, you can't just listen to only the people who played this said game. So when you have ridicule or you critique Stephen A. Smith for not playing, and then you talk about Skip Bayless for not playing, I will call your co-host. He didn't play. So you don't listen to him, and he just had a viral clip or a clip with a strong message that denounced Stephen A. If we as former athletes want to play this...
Well, you didn't play. What gives you the right to say it?
Well, you still talk about basketball. You didn't play basketball. You didn't play tennis. Why are you talking about it? I was one of those, and I will say, I was one of those that had this same thought process of, hey, what gives you the right to say it? If anything, I do kind of believe what Emmanuel says. We are experts in our field because we have the experience. But people who also watch us on sidelines for years covering us are experts because they tell a different story. They have a different different view, and we can't muzzle them. You got numerous people that have not played. The L. Duncans, when you start to talk about the Molly Karams, the Shea Cornettes, so many different people that may not have ever played, you can't listen to what they say. It's contradicting because sometimes, even on your own platform, Emmanuel, a person did not play, but yet you're giving him a platform to speak on.
And I want to say this to all the players that play too. As you get on these shows, you have to understand these same reporters, even people well before Stephen A., your Nick Wrights, all the women reporters that haven't played the game.
Okay, I think that might be all of that clip. I thought that was a great point from him. Let me go back. Cree, Derek was in the chat earlier. Let me see if I can't bring up one of his old chats. Either way, Derek has been in the chat, so I will play his drop because Derek was in the chat.
Leave Chelsea alone. What's wrong with you, G-Hunter? I'm the one who telling you about your fantasy. Listen. Send me your address so I can send you a rainbow flag. Since you want to look like Alicia Keys. That's okay, man. You can't even grow. You can't even grow enough hair. Okay? I'm not accustomed to a man wanting to look like a woman. And you too dark to look like her. Why don't you? You know what? You look like a good Jennifer Hudson. That's what you would look like.
Gremlin, nigga. Like a gremlin.
You too dark to be Alicia Keys. You look like a Jennifer Hudson.
Hey, G Hudson. G Hudson.
You look like a gremlin and top room look like a predator.
That's your name for the year, G Hudson.
I'm trying out with the lesson. Oh man, yeah. Switch over to Jennifer, man. We'll call you G Hudson from now on.
Jennifer Hudson.
Mean girl.
Chelsea with that big ass head.
He needs some milk.
Hey, I told you to leave Chelsea alone. Hey,
Chelsea, just let me get your hat. I'll both head the same time.
I told you to leave Chelsea alone. It's getting bad. It's getting worse for you, man. Just let it go and live for you. Leave Chelsea alone. What's wrong with you, G-Hunter?
All right, there we go.
They made it personal, and that's what Stephen A. often does.
Hold on, y'all. I am going to drop that video so y'all can check it out. If you haven't seen it, the G Hudson roast, I'm going to drop it. And y'all remember, go comment a giraffe emoji in the video and show support for Cree because she put in that work on that video. So y'all got to go show support for her. But we're going to play this clip again, and then I'm going to drop that video link.
In the sake and in the name of entertainment, he made it personal. But the other problem is, like, people get on me, Acho, your career this, your career that, and I hear them. But like, what was hard for me is people who literally didn't make it to the league.
Now, some would say, Cam, you're tripping. Some would say, Cam, you done changed up your tone. And I would tell you, we all change. And I'll give you perspective. My good brother in content, Mr. Emmanuel Acho, times have changed. And trust me, I have changed with those times. Given that we have these illustrious platforms to talk our opinions, be it that it may, you can't just listen to only the people who played this said game. So when you have ridicule or you critique Stephen A. Smith for not playing, and then you talk about Skip Bayless for not playing, I will call your co-host. He didn't play. So you don't listen to him, and he just had a viral clip or a clip with a strong message that denounced Stephen A. If we as former athletes want to play this
Well, you didn't play. What gives you the right to say it?
Well, you still talk about basketball. You didn't play basketball. You didn't play tennis. Why are you talking about it? I was one of those, and I will say, I was one of those that had this same thought process of, hey, what gives you the right to say it? If anything, I do kind of believe what Emmanuel says. We are experts in our field because we have the experience. But people who also watch us on sidelines for years covering us are experts because they tell a different story. They have a different view, and we can't muzzle them. You got numerous people that have not played. The L. Duncans, when you start to talk about the Molly Karams, the Shea Cornettes, so many different people that may not have ever played, you can't listen to what they say. It's contradicting because sometimes, even on your own platform, Emmanuel, a person did not play, but yet you're giving him a platform to speak on.
And I want to say this to all the players that
So I thought that was a great point. You all know my biggest pet peeve is double standards, hypocrisy. Like, that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. And whenever Cam brought up that point, I was like, that's a great point, because here I am talking sports, but I've never played, unless you can't count flag football. It's not the same as tackle. But, I've never played tackle football, so I'm here, speaking on sports. But I have knowledge of the game. I have another perspective that I can give. You don't want, as they say, an echo chamber. So when you're only hearing from one side of an experienced athlete, you're missing out on what someone else can offer from an outsider's perspective. So, goes back to the echo chamber thing. But I thought that was a great point from Cam Newton on Emmanuel Ocho. But y'all, I ain't gonna lie. What that one dude said about, and he never played football. The main one speaking on this.
Living out a dream that you can never accomplish. You fucking cornball. I'm not here to discredit Stephen A. for
ever played football. I know that 2 of them on there played football. One was a 12-year veteran. How do you say his name? He has a difficult name to pronounce. But he played football for 12 years as a wide receiver. The other one, LaShawn McCoy, he played, and then Emmanuel Ocho. But 2 of the other guys on there, they never played. There we go. There's Derek. Are you giving from the Black Couch and some encouragement? CDT Beats, I appreciate that. Oh yeah, Shayla, what's up? Good to see you. Oh, and you guys, I pinned the link to that G Hudson roast. If y'all want to go check it out. Like I said, drop a giraffe emoji. D-Money, do not be throwing tomatoes at Derek. Y'all, I'm going to be defensive over Derek now because he defended me. He defended me. I thought that was so kind. That was so kind of him to defend me. And Ty Pro defended me too. Oh, wait. Chelsea, your foster daughter got her prom dress today. Oh, that's so exciting. I bet she looks so pretty. Oh, her makeup's going to be fire too. Man, I would love to see pictures of the dress. Maybe you could just show the online link of her dress to everyone. But I would love to see what her dress looks like. What else do I have for y'all before we get into the main topic? Let me show you guys the show topics again. I'll play my audio from CDT Beats. Y'all gotta go check out CDT Beats. This is where that audio comes from. Okay, so that was last thing. Now we can get into the main event, is comparing the teams to Azzez, and it comes from this video.
Tired of the Raiders hate.
Yeah, I'm tired of it too.
Especially from Care Bear. Care Bear, you hating on us, dog. Yeah, we ass, but Cowboys is ass too.
One thing we're not gonna act like The Cowboys and the Raiders are two cheeks of the same ass. All right, man. Cowboys ass is like that, you know what I mean? That Victoria's Secret model that got a little more, junk behind it, you know what I mean? Y'all got that Cardi B diaper booty going on.
Oh, wow.
Y'all got that BBL butt over there, brother. The Raiders are awful, man. I'm sorry that you have to be a Raiders fan, but I will say this. I will give the Raiders a positive. Your defense with Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, Max Crosby, you go out there, you trash again for one more season under Clint Kubiak. Just tank this year, retooling that offensive line. You got Fernando Mendoza. Get that man a wide receiver, possibly a Jeremiah Smith, a Cam Coleman. Next year's wide receiving class is absolutely loaded. The Raiders could come back and still not make the fucking playoffs. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an amazing show.
All right, so that's where that idea comes from. We're going to be comparing these NFL teams to Azzez. And y'all, go check out Shayla's channel. She has her own channel. Pooh Man, if you're still in here or someone, they can drop your link. I know that she's trying to build up, is it Moonlight, Moon something. But if someone could drop her link, I know that she's trying to build up that channel. I would really appreciate that. So let's get into this. What I got. These are the logos I have, y'all, okay? And let me get up all the NFL teams. Oh man, y'all, I missed one more thing. I just noticed that I missed one more thing. We can talk about it after. Oh wait. Here we go. Here's the NFL teams. I was wondering the same thing. I was like, why did he put all those lyrics in the chat? So we have all the NFL teams, and we're going to decide which ones, a nice little peach, and which one's this hippo, which is the BBLs. Do you need a gummy? What'd you say? I still call the Raiders the Oakland Raiders, so I get it. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, thank you, Pooh Man, for dropping her link. Yeah, Moonlight. Y'all go check out Moonlight Shayla. She's 2 subs away from 50, y'all. Get her to 50. And get Couch to 50, okay? Please get those channels to 50. Not me yelling like I'm a coach. Y'all, that reminds me of this. Hold on. Let's see, which one is it? I thought I had it for... Oh, we can do this one.
Oh, come on! What was that? What are you blind? That wasn't a hold! Oh, come on! That was such a bad call!
Y'all, that's me. Okay. I thought it was no, that's not what this is. Arthur, hopefully Arthur, you're not like a spam account. I'm hoping you're not a spam account. But welcome, Arthur. Good to have you here. No, we're not doing that here. Someone timed you out? How did you get... I need to make you a mod again. That's right. From the Black Couch. Because you've got... My bad. I've got to make you a mod again. Let's see. There you go. You're a moderator again. One of the best movies ever. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. That's me. Let's see. What'd you say? because you gave me a way to smell the roses, I'm a rosebud now. No problem from the Black Couch. Oh, Shayla, you're hilarious. Okay, back to it, you guys. So let's decide which teams are the nice little peach and which one's the hippo BBL Azzez. Which one do you want to start off with? We'll start off with the Bills. What do y'all think? Are they a nice little peach or are they the hippo? Let me know and I'll put the logo up there. First answer gets it, okay? First answer, whatever you say is the logo that's gonna get put up there. So we'll see what you all have to say. Are we giving them a peach or are we giving them a hippo? That's funny. So which one is it for the Bills? You're half and half. We can't be half and half, Pooh Man. You gotta. We can't be half and half on this. Okay, I'll make the call. I'll make the judgment call for you guys. You said half and half. We can't do that on this. We're gonna go the nice little peach. Because they still have Josh Allen. They have great key pieces. And they got new coaching that I think is going to be great for them. We'll go a nice little peach for the Buffalo Bills. Aw, man, is it not going to let me duplicate it? Oh, wait, there we go. Alright, we're adding a peach for the Buffalo Bills. Now what other teams do y'all want me to do? You want me to do Miami next? Sometimes Josh is Elway. Yeah, you said that often. You've definitely made that comparison. I would agree. Miami Dolphins, I feel like we should all say that the Miami Dolphins are the hippo. Right? I think we can all agree to that. Do a little hippo booty. What is this? What's up, Willie? I've never seen you before. I always hope that you guys aren't the spam accounts, but good to see you here. I hope you subscribe and stick around. We're a very welcoming touchdown tribe over here. Okay, D-Money, you said hippo for Miami Dolphins. Yeah, we're doing the hippo for the Miami Dolphins, y'all. The BBL booty for the Miami Dolphins. Next is the Patriots. Do they get a peach or do they get a hippo? What's up? Hi. Yeah, nice to see you, Willie. Willie, you go subscribe to, now that you're here, we're going to make you part of the community. You make sure you subscribe to Go Cree Cree, D-Money, and let's see, 3 a.m. Thought Club. There's a ton of them in the chat. A ton of content creators in the chat. We also have the links dropped in the chat as well to all the channels. So you make sure you go subscribe to them too. D-Money, you said I hate the Patriots. Okay, hippo it is for the Patriots. Oh, Pooh Man. Oh, I can't do that to Pooh Man though. Pooh Man's saying that the Patriots get a nice little peach. I would have to agree with Pooh Man. I mean, I know people are thinking that Drake May has a lot to prove, which he does. I don't know. I still think they're going to be good. They're under great coaching. I think we have to go Peach. D-Money hates those Patriots, though. We're going Peach. D-Money, as long as it's no Tom Brady hate. Okay. Hey there, lady. What y'all got going on? What's up, Latanya? You go check out her channel too, you guys. She has a channel as well. And she posted this stuffed catfish. I was like, man, that looks good. Because y'all know I love fish. But we are comparing NFL teams to Azzez. So they either get a peach, a nice little peach, or they get the Hippo BBL. Alright, we're gonna go this one, just for fun. My bad, y'all. Oh, I know which one it was. No, I'm losing my mind. There we go. Jets. Y'all, the Jets are up next. I pray the Boston area never wins another championship. Damn, D-Money. Tell us how you really feel. You're not holding back. D-Money, you're hilarious. D-Money, I wasn't a fan of the team, just Tom Brady. First QB I ever saw because my dad is a Michigan fan. Yeah, once you have strong ties like that, it makes sense. LOL. D-Money, I concur with that. I've never been a big, I've definitely never been a Patriots fan, but I've always respected them. I have respect. Which I don't think D-Money has any respect for the Patriots, the way he talks. So what are we doing for the Jets? Are we giving them the Hippo? I'm assuming the Hippo, y'all. Y'all are crazy if you give them the nice little peach. Okay, the Hippo. Thank you, D-Money. Alright, now we got the Ravens. The Ravens gotta get a peach. I actually like the Ravens. Jets are historically, yeah. Man, they have not been good in a while. Okay, you agree. The Hippo. Now, y'all, there is questions with the Ravens right now. Even though they got Trey Hendrickson, there's a lot of questions because they've lost a lot of players. Similar to the Eagles. But I would still bank on them being good. So I still think we should give them a peach. I have to get my dinner started. Is it dinner time? Red beans and rice with sausage. Ooh, that sounds good. Go Bengals. Okay, just, Derek, I'm definitely giving your Bengals a peach. Even though I don't think they're great, we're giving them a peach because I know that's your team. Give the Bengals a peach for Derek. They are conference rivals. They has by default. Oh, that's funny, Willie. You're funny. Oh, that was a good comment. They are conference rivals. Wait, so who's your team? No problem, Derek. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, let's play your drop again before you leave.
Leave Chelsea alone. What's wrong with you, G Hunter? I'm the one who's telling you about your fantasy. Listen. Send me your address so I can send you a rainbow flag. Since you want to look like Alicia Keys. That's okay, man. You can't even grow. You can't even grow enough hair. Okay? I'm not accustomed to a man wanting to look like a woman. And you too dark to look like her. Why don't you? You know what? You look like a good Jennifer Hudson. That's what you would look like.
Yeah, you look like a gremlin, nigga. You look like a gremlin.
You too dark to be Alicia Keys. You look like a Jennifer Hudson.
Hey, G Hudson. G Hudson.
You look like a gremlin and top room look like a predator.
That's your name for the year, G Hudson. That's your name for the year,
Oh man, yeah. Switch over to Jennifer, man. We'll call you G Hudson from now on.
Jennifer Hudson.
Mean girl.
Chelsea with that big ass head.
He needs some milk.
Hey, I told you to leave Chelsea alone.
Hey, Chelsea, just let me get your hat. I'll both head at the same time.
I told you to leave Chelsea alone. It's getting bad. It's getting worse for you, man. Just let it go and live. Leave Chelsea alone. What's wrong with you, G Hunter? I'm the one who's
so good. Never gonna get over that. You said Bengals no offensive line. That is the truth, D-Money. That's what I've been saying. They need to send Joe Burrow some help, let me tell you. Poor Joe Burrow. But, okay, so, I don't know if you guys know this. I thought about making a YouTube short on it. But, Joe Burrow gives his players these, like, crazy gifts. One year, I can't remember, he got them swords. Like, swords. And I thought, okay, that's, you know, an interesting gift for your offensive line. Well, then the next year, he got them fossils. So I'm thinking, is this like a symbol? Like, the year that he got them the swords, it's like a symbol of, you did a great job. You guys are great. You're strong. You're fighting for me. But then when he got them fossils, is he like trying to say you guys are like deadbeat? You're ancient. I need a new offensive line. Like, I'm starting to wonder if those gifts have like a meaning behind it. Y'all, I'm telling you, I have that link pinned to Creekree's G Hudson roast. Y'all make sure you check it out. Drop a special emoji like the giraffe emoji. Show support for Creekree, okay? Because that was the funniest thing that to ever happen. Like, well, not the funniest. Like, we all know it's always funny over on Creekree. Like, there's so many good moments, like the Bob roast as well. But whenever Derek defended me, that was good. Okay. So back to it. Okay, the Browns are like an easy one, right? I would think we're going hippo for the Browns. No problem, Cree. You know I show my support, give credit where credit's due. You worked hard on that. Yeah, hippo. I thought the same thing too, D-Money. Steelers, I don't know how I feel about the Steelers. They've got a questionable QB situation. Have we had any updates on if Aaron Rodgers is returning? Y'all, we should have heard by now if Aaron Rodgers is returning. Okay, I just seen a report. Do the Steelers already know that Aaron Rodgers is returning? I really think they do. I've been saying this, y'all. I've been saying that I think the Steelers know that Aaron Rodgers is coming back, but I don't know. We'll see. Well, now Sports Illustrated 45 minutes ago. Y'all, 45 minutes ago, Sports Illustrated just said that Aaron Rodgers is floated as a possible Arizona Cardinal QB option. I don't know. I could see him playing in Arizona, but I don't know. That would depend on their offensive line. It's like I said about Tom Brady. Tom Brady, these older quarterbacks are not going to go to a team where they know their offensive line is trash. So I feel like if Aaron Rodgers goes anywhere, it has to be to a team that has a decent offensive line. You know, he will wait till the last minute. Yes, Willie! I'm so glad that you're here, Willie. Because I agree. I agree with that. 100%. What's up, Stephen James? Good to see you, as always. Hopefully you don't boo me today. So what do we think about the Steelers? Are we giving them a peach or are we giving them a hippo? If G. Hudson was here, he would give them a peach. Okay, you're giving them a hippo. All right, Willie. I guess we'll go hippo for the Steelers. I'm still upset that the Steelers don't have Mike Tomlin anymore. Which, I mean, it was the best move that I think Mike Tomlin could have made for himself is leaving. Alright, Peach, do you mind, or not Peach, I meant Hippo. Next, we have the Texans. I'm gonna go, y'all, I'm gonna go Peach. I'm overriding this one, y'all. We're going Peach for the Texans. Because I love Will Anderson Jr. He played for Alabama. I'm very biased. Y'all, okay, hold on, y'all.
That's just me. Now, maybe I'm biased a little bit. Maybe I'm biased a lot of bit. But who cares for this discussion? That's just me. Now, maybe I'm biased a little bit. Maybe I'm biased a lot of bit. But who cares for this discussion? That's just me.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Yeah. So maybe I'm biased, but we going Peach for the Texans. Oh wait, I forgot to do a peach for the Ravens as well. The Ravens get a peach. That's how I feel right now. Yeah, I'm a little bit biased, okay? I'm biased because Will Anderson Jr. Now, I think the Colts, I'm interested to see what you guys say about the Colts. I know that's Cases and Cam, Daniel Cunningham. I know the Colts, I believe, are his team. I think they're decent. I don't think they're bad at all, but I'm interested to see if you guys give them a hippo or if you give them a peach for the Colts. Shout out to the Red Bean and Hillshire Farms. Is it Polish sausage? Yeah, man, that's good. That's some good eating. Y'all are giving the Colts a hippo? Colts hippo until I see a good playoff run. I guess that's a good point. Okay, we'll go hippo. Fair enough. We'll go hippo for the Colts. Alright. What about the Jaguars, y'all? The Jaguars, are we giving them a hippo or a nice little peach? I can't wait to edit this. I have so much editing I need to do, but I cannot wait to edit this and show like the final product in a video. Oh, we're giving the Jaguars. Okay, that's fair. I mean, they did have a good season. I know that's Highway 20's team, so shout out to Highway 20 Skinny. Okay, D-Money, you said a hippo too. The BBL Azzez. Now, what do we have for the Titans? What do we have for the Tennessee Titans this year? You all know they're under new coaching. They might get some. I think their coaching's pretty great, to be honest with you. Because they've got, what's his name, Robert Shawla, and then they have Brian Daboll as the defensive coordinator. Trevor Lawrence's face. You know what, Willie? I say that Trevor Lawrence looks like Sunshine from Remember the Titans. I've called him Sunshine since he was at Clemson. He's Sunshine to me. Okay, so Tennessee Titans are a hippo. Now, who's their quarterback? Don't they have like Cam Ward? I believe they have Cam Ward. He played for Miami. Titans won't contend. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, what do we think about the Broncos? We have Bo Nix coming off of an injury. What do we think about him? You know, they came close until Bo Nix had that injury. Shayla, that's my team. Why'd you do my team like that? I mean, I'm just playing. You all seen the thumbnail. Y'all already know what I think. I mean, I don't know, like, yeah, they got to. They got it. Shayla, they gotta be a hippo. They gotta be a hippo. We'll go ahead, Shayla, just for that, we're gonna go ahead and put the hippo on the Dallas Cowboys, since you said that. There we go. And Green Bay a hippo. I don't know if we could put Green Bay as a hippo, Shayla. Bo Nix is a warrior, but I hate Sean Payton. Ooh, that's interesting. You know what? I wanted Sean Payton. He has ties with Texas and with the Dallas Cowboys. I think he's friends with Jerry Jones. But I like Sean Payton. I just didn't like the scandal. You remember the scandal with, I think he had to take a year off from coaching because of, he was like telling his players to like do illegal hits or something like that. But yeah. Sean Payton screwed my Vikings. Okay. Oh! D-Money, I'm glad you're in here, because after we get done with this list, I'm going to be talking about Kyler Murray. So, I'm glad you're in here. Bounty Gate. Thank you. It was the Bounty Gate. You remember. He never takes accountability for anything. Bounty Gate. Yeah, you all remember. Okay, you all know what I'm talking about. Oh, did we decide a peach for... Yeah, I guess we decided a peach for the Broncos. Kansas City Chiefs, y'all. That's Cree-Cree's team. Go Cree-Cree. Are we putting them with a peach? Or are we putting them with the hippo? Kyler Murray. Y'all, we're going to get into... I have some interesting thoughts on Kyler Murray. Willie, you put the Chiefs with a hippo? It is going to be interesting to see how they perform. I know that Travis Kelce's coming back. Oh, wait. I grabbed the wrong one. Sorry, Cree-Cree. Hippo. Depends on if the QB is healthy. Yeah, that's going to be the major thing, right? With Patrick Mahomes is seeing how he performs mentally coming off the ACL injury. I've said it so many times here that the advancements of sports medicine, you don't really worry about the injury itself. It's just the mentality of these players. Are they going to be able to get past it and play full out without having a fear that they're going to get re-injured? So that's going to be the thing with Mahomes, is how does he play coming off the injury? I don't know what Patrick Mahomes is going to look like. And Travis is older. He is definitely not Gronk. Yep, definitely not Gronk. I'm leaning towards a hippo for KC. Yeah, I already put up a hippo for the KC. So I guess we'll go hippo. We'll see what happens this year. You never can count them out, but we'll go hippo. So Raiders, I think we can all agree that the Raiders are a hippo. What's up, Lauren? Good to see you. I hope everything's going well with school. Can't stay because my mom is here. Okay, well, thank you for stopping by. I hope everything goes well with your mom. Okay, so yeah, we agree with the Raiders being a hippo. Going good. Thanks. Have a great night, y'all. Good to hear. Travis hasn't been the same since he grew that State Trooper mustache. Man, I'm telling you, that Taylor Swift effect. I don't know. It's like a mix of things with him. I think that I did say that in my last live or the live before that they utilized Travis Kelce in a different way. So you really didn't see him making as many receptions as you did in the past because they utilized him more for blocking. So he was getting used in different ways. And you, of course, still seen him make some catches, but he also had some bad drops, if y'all remember this past season. Yeah, with his age, I don't know. It's just going to be interesting to see how it goes for Travis Kelce. Chargers a hippo. Okay. You're going to go a hippo for the Chargers. That's interesting because the Chargers got some really great players, and a lot of people are a fan of Jim Harbaugh. I'm not one of them. But I'm not mad at the hippo choice. Shayla, we're going to go hippo. I'm not mad at that choice at all. So, now we have the New York Giants. We're going to agree on this one, y'all, I think. That the New York Giants are probably going to get a hippo, right? I would assume we agree on this. Okay, hippo. Yep. I'm seeing the hippos in the chat, so hippo it is for the New York Giants. Now, what do we think for the Eagles this year? Y'all, I've heard so many reports on the Eagles. Now, they did get Landon Dickerson back, but y'all, Landon Dickerson, their offensive lineman, he's been plagued with injuries throughout his career. He's older. I don't know how well he's going to perform with the Eagles now. But you also have a lot of players that left. Okay, you guys are doing a hippo for the Eagles? You're cracking up at this. You're so funny. Oh, man. Like I said, y'all, we're trying to get Shayla to 50 subscribers. I think Pooh Man said she was only 2 away. Make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. It is Moonlight, and Pooh Man dropped the link earlier on that. Too dysfunctional. Hippo. Okay. I hate that for, I know that I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm also an Alabama fan. And you all know they have those Alabama players on there. And it makes it hard for me to hate the Eagles. Shayla, you crack me up. You always say that. Cry, Eagles, cry. Oh, man. Ratchet for the Eagles. Oh, Shayla, you're so funny. Alabama needs saving back. Preach. We do. We do. I miss him so much. I want to do a video on this one day. Maybe I'll make a live of it. But I've said it before. I truly believe the reason why Nick Saban had so much success with Alabama as a head coach is because he has a minor in sports psychology, and he really used that to coach these players. He benefited these players so much, and I mean, I look at all these other coaches and I'm starting to check their degrees, like what did they major in? And whenever it's missing the sports psychology, I'm just like, man, I really think sports psychology, there's something to it to benefit these players these days. Hey, don't throw D-Money, don't throw tomatoes at Alabama now. Thank you for dropping her link. Y'all, she's 1 sub away. Shayla is 1 sub away from 50. If y'all have not subscribed to Shayla, please subscribe to her right now because she's only 1 sub away, y'all, from 50. Look, she said, thank you, everyone. So she really appreciates it. Y'all make sure you subscribe to Shayla. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. You said, happy Saturday evening. Positive vibes, Chels, and Touchdown Tribe. I've been watching my daughter's softball games. My bad, I'm late. Oh, all good. I hope everything went well with your daughter's softball games. That's so exciting. Yeah, it's softball season. I've seen a lot of softball things going on with my own family. I'll go back to listening. Okay, Mike. Good to have you in the chat, though. Saban had NIL before NIL. You know, I always say, like, you know, people like to talk about, oh, well, Nick Saban cheated and all this stuff. And I'm just like, well, if that's the case, he just knew the loopholes. Like, I mean, you gotta know the loopholes to everything. And Nick Saban knew them to succeed. And obviously, like, I hope nothing ever comes out. No scandals ever come out on Nick Saban, because that will crush me. Yeah, thank you, Pooh Man. Best mod in the YouTube streets, as I say. Yeah, I love softball too. My friend, she actually played for Oklahoma, which has one of the best female softball teams. It's a top college for softball. Okay, back to it, y'all. Washington. What are we giving Washington? I think Washington's good. I'm not gonna lie. I do think Washington's good. They have a great head coach. They have Jaden Daniels. I know Jaden Daniels is coming off injury. I don't know what... They do have some questionable, like, players missing. So I don't know what y'all would give Washington. But let me know, is it going to be a hippo or is it going to be a little peach? That's why he went to Congress, hating on the other schools getting paid. Now, Willie, let's not say that now. I'm going to cover that. You know what, Willie? stick around because I do plan on probably covering that at some point, but he wasn't hating on it. He doesn't hate them getting paid. He wants it to be fair. So these smaller schools who are missing out on these NIL deals, they're not getting the same type of money as these bigger schools. He wants it to be equal across the board. So he's not necessarily hating it. My daughter got me into it. She is awesome. That's great. So what do we think for Washington Commanders? Are y'all giving them the peach tush, or are we giving them the hippo tush? Hippo for Washington. Okay, Shayla. Hippo for Washington it is. All right, you agree, Willie. The hippo. Now, for the Chicago Bears, we have to go peach. We have to go peach. That's Shayla's team, y'all. We have to go peach. I think that Caleb Williams did a phenomenal job. They have great coaching. I think, they've got great, a decent team on them. So we've got to go peach for the Bears. D-Money said, nope. He's throwing the tomatoes and the hippos. I'm sorry. I'm overriding it. Okay, I'm overriding it. They get a peach. And y'all know why I'm overriding it, right? Y'all know why I'm overriding it.
That's just me. Maybe I'm biased a little bit. Maybe I'm biased a lot of bit. But who cares for this discussion? That's just me. Maybe I'm biased a little bit. Maybe I'm biased a lot of bit. But who cares for this discussion?
So that's why. Because I'm a little bit biased. I'm biased for Shayla, and I'm biased because I've been watching. I've hated the hate that Caleb Williams has got since he was at USC in college. So, yeah, I need to fix the defense a bit. I agree, Shayla. Nick did come off looking bad at the college football summit. Yeah, that's what you were talking about. We'll get into it one day. We'll get into a discussion on all that. That's just me. Maybe I'm biased. Oh, man. Okay, so we've got to go. We're going peach for the Lions because that is Ty Pro from Prolific Minds Podcast. That's his team. So I'm going peach. We got to go peach. And again, it's because I'm biased. So we're going peach for the Lions as well. Now, I know Shayla said she wants a hippo for Green Bay. For the Lions, it's still early in the offseason. They may get someone. Yeah. They did get rid of one of their running backs, Dave Montgomery, and they called them with Jahmyr Gibbs, who played for Alabama. They called them Sonic and Knuckles. Bears haven't been relevant since. That's not true. That's not true, D-Money. Okay, so hippo for the Packers. All right, hippo it is for the Packers. Now, Vikings, D-Money, I think you said, wait, who said that was their team? I think it was D-Money said that the Vikings was their team. So we got to go peach. Got to go peach for the Vikings. Falcons, I don't know if CDTBs is still in here, but I think CDTBs would agree. It's probably a hippo. Your team. Okay, so what do we think? For The Falcons. I'm assuming y'all are gonna say a hippo. Shayla, you said the Vikings a hippo. Oh, that's so funny. I had to give the Vikings a peach because I know that's D-Money's team. I think for the Falcons, we'll just go hippo. Carolina Panthers. That's an interesting one. What do we think for the Carolina Panthers, y'all? Are we going to give them a peach or are we going to give them a hippo? They had a decent season. Oh, Willie, you said a hippo. Okay. Hippo it is. Now the Saints. What we got for the Saints? Man, the Saints got a lot to work on. I don't know why Moore took that job. Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, I mean, he inherited a lot of problems with the Saints. Oh, did you give the peach to the Saints, Shayla? Oh, what'd you say about your Vikings? Let's see. My Vikings have been bouncing the Bears out of the division for the past 20 years. Let me know when win a division title. Man, go Chiefs. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. We gave a hippo to the Chiefs. I'm sorry. The Saints. Okay, you guys are throwing tomatoes. All right. I guess we go hippo. For the Saints. Now, what do y'all got for the Bucks? What y'all got? Are we going peach or are we going hippo? Bears won the division title. The Bears had a great season this past season. I don't know. Baker Mayfield, what do we think? I knew someone was going to bring that up. I knew it was bound to happen. I knew that was bound to happen. Your QB paints his nails. We are not the same. Leave his nails out of it. Ain't nobody give a dang about his nails. As long as he can throw the ball when it matters, like, who cares? And let me tell you what he did. I know that I have a short highlight of it. That overtime pass, when he was under pressure from the Rams, like, he escaped the pocket, escaped being sacked and threw that pass, like, when it mattered to send the game into overtime. That was amazing. That was great. I will never discredit him for that. I know they ended up losing the game, but that was a great game for him. Y'all focus, y'all. What are we giving for the Bucks? Are we giving them the perfect little peach, or are we giving them a hippo? Focus. focus, y'all. What are we giving them? My team, you're probably not gonna like my answer. The Dallas Cowboys. But I'm not the typical Dallas Cowboys fan, okay? I don't say we're going to a Super Bowl every year, okay? I don't do that. I say I believe it when I see it. I know what it is with the Cowboys. So I'm not your typical Dallas Cowboys fan, okay? Uncle Jerry, oh man, don't even get me started on him. But focus. I'm just gonna go ahead and say peach. Y'all haven't given me your answers for the Bucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's a peach. I think that Baker Mayfield is decent. They've been keeping a pretty consistent team. Oh wait, Willie, you're arguing it. Okay, so you're saying a hippo. Mike is saying a peach. Okay, a peach. I'm thinking a peach too, y'all. The peaches have it. The peaches have it on this one. We'll go peach. For Baker Mayfield in the Bucks. Without Mike Evans, hippo. I mean, the draft, all of that. I think it'll be okay. Baker abandoned ship. What do you mean he abandoned ship? Okay, so the Cardinals have got to be a hippo. You've got a new coaching change, like questionable situations with the QB. Like, I think there's just so much to overcome. I think we gotta go hippo for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, y'all, the Rams, I'm interested to see what you guys have to say about the LA Rams. Because Matthew Stafford's getting older. He agreed he's going to be coming back. But with his age and everything, I don't know. What do we think about the Rams? Do y'all think that the Rams are going to be good? Oh, you're giving him a hippo. Okay, Shayla, I would agree. I think I would go hippo too. Alright, you said hippo. Hey, Stan. Okay, so Rams are getting a BBL hippo. Alright, D-Money. Now, what do we say about San Francisco 49ers? I can't stand the 49ers, but y'all, I'm a Dallas fan, so there's reasons behind why I don't like the 49ers. Although, they do have Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is still their backup quarterback, which he played for Alabama, and I love Mac Jones, so. Oh yeah, what's up, Derek? I know that you said you were still listening. I appreciate it. I hope everything's going well making your dinner. I'm gonna eat me something after this, y'all. You're making me hungry. Okay, peach. You said a peach for the 49ers, okay. I can't remember if the 49ers got the Dallas Cowboys traded Odigizua to the Packers or to the 49ers. I want to say it was the 49ers. Okay, y'all say peach for the 49ers. I am interested to see what McCaffrey does because y'all know he's older. He's had multiple injuries. Like, he had an amazing season coming back from injury. But the older he gets, like, you know, is what really gets you. Your guy can cook. Okay, yeah. I believe you, Derek. San Francisco are paying, but I'll give him a peach. Okay. That's funny. Shayla, you crack me up. I love having you in my Discord, and I love having you in the chat, because you are so funny. Kyle. Yep. Might finally win a Super Bowl. Yeah, you know what? Whenever you brought him up in one of my lives, that was so interesting. Looking at the facts of what his career has been like, it said that he was like 0 for 3 in the Super Bowl. One he lost as a coordinator, and the other 2 he lost as the head coach. So, maybe this time he'll get it. 3rd time's the charm for his head coaching. Maybe he'll get it as a head coach this time. We'll see. Now, last but not least, we have the Seahawks. What do y'all think about the Seahawks? Do we think a peach for them coming off of a Super Bowl win? Or do we think a hippo? Because y'all know it is difficult to go back to back. I believe the Chiefs have done it, but it is difficult to go back to back in the Super Bowl. What do we think? I went for, whenever the Bengals went to the Super Bowl with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, I went for the Bengals, y'all. I really wanted that for the Bengals. I can't remember who they played, but I wanted that so bad for the Bengals. Because I know that everybody said, like, it'd be a long time before they ever were able to come back to a Super Bowl. And it's true. Like, they've really struggled. Seahawks, hippo, because they've been losing players. Okay. Hippo, they have no Tom Brady. Okay. We go hippo for the Seahawks. But they won't repeat. They played the trash Patriots. Yeah, you know what? That Super Bowl was so bad, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. That was a boring. Everyone was talking about how it was such a boring Super Bowl, and I agree. Like, I really do agree. The scheduling, and it really mainly had to do, if you look, it mainly had to do with the scheduling. The scheduling was awful. It made, they said it was an easy ride for the Patriots. It's kind of true. What's up, Tierra? Y'all go subscribe to Talk Me Through It podcast. They have great lives. It's a great time over there. So y'all make sure you go subscribe to Talk Me Through It podcast with Tierra. Indeed. But, you know, if you looked at the scheduling, it just worked out in Patriots' favor. And the Seahawks, I mean, I'll give credit to the Seahawks. The Seahawks had an outstanding defense. So, pass O-line quit in the most important game. Yeah, like which we all knew what it was. We all knew what it was with the Patriots. We all said, like, yeah, it looks great for the time being, but when it comes down to the Super Bowl, their offensive line is not going to compare. It's not going to stand a chance against the Seahawks. Sure enough, that's what it was. Oh, you enjoyed it? Shayla, I know that you enjoyed the Bad Bunny show. I know you enjoyed that. Oh, thanks, Chelsea. Yeah, no problem. And look, Pooh Man dropped your link to the Talk Me Through It podcast, so y'all make sure you subscribe to talk me through it. They have a great show over there. And I love, y'all, they close out their show. You can submit a anonymous email to them of, you know, if you're looking for advice or something, and they'll you know, answer it. So I think that's a great part of their show. So y'all check them out. Okay, so we got our list of the teams that we think are Pretty Little Peaches and the teams that we think are the BBL Hippos. So I think this is so funny because Shayla said there is going to be way more hippos than peaches. And if that ain't the truth, there's way more hippos than there are the peaches. So let's just look. I just want to focus on the peaches for a second. I've got to screenshot this later on because what if I want to just know if one of these teams ends up making it to a Super Bowl. So we have the Buffalo Bills as a pretty little peach, the Ravens, Houston Texans, the Broncos, the Bengals. Now the Bengals, y'all, I was biased on the Bengals, okay? I was biased because I like Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, plus Derek, who defended me against G. Hudson, is a Bengals fan. So y'all, I had to put a peach for the Bengals. So Bengals, Chicago Bears, Lions, Vikings, the Bucks, and San Francisco 49ers. So let's see if one of these teams ends up making it to a Super Bowl. Light at the end of the tunnel. Go Browns. Willie, okay, you're a Browns fan. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, you're a Browns fan. Now, oh, I got so many thoughts. I got so many thoughts on Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson. I told everybody, I said they can't get rid of Deshaun Watson because his contract is set up so perfect. Like, they killed that contract. Like, they nailed it. It protected him. So they have to keep Deshaun Watson another year. I'm interested to see how he performs coming back. Because he had all those scandals, injuries, all of that. And, you know, now time out of the game, plus getting older. It's just, there's a lot going on for Deshaun Watson. And I hope, for his case, I really hope he comes back better than ever. I do. I really want the best for him. I know that he played for Clemson. Y'all, he played for Clemson. I can't stand Clemson. But I think he's a great guy. I do. I wonder who's going to do the halftime next Super Bowl. Oh, that's a great question. Tiara, I would so hope. I know this is a long shot. I know it's probably not going to happen. But if I was biased, Chris Brown. Chris Brown is the next one they really need at some point to do a Super Bowl. I think we should do a recount on the Bears. No, we can't recount that one. May the best man win. 12. Yeah, are you talking about with Shedeur Sanders? I think Shedeur Sanders needs to sit under a great veteran QB and build up confidence, build up skills, and then go out and play. But he did, I mean, I want the best for Shedeur Sanders. That's a whole other thing with me. They need to cut Gabriel and draft. Yeah, okay, then now I said that if I had to pick one to go, it was going to be Gabriel. Exactly, Chelsea. Chris Brown for the win. Yeah, Chris Brown's the only one that I would ever want to see in a Super Bowl halftime performance again. And Lord, if you are listening, if Chris Brown ever does a Super Bowl, please let it be when the Dallas Cowboys are in the Super Bowl. Y'all, when the Dallas Cowboys was last in the Super Bowl, I believe Michael Jackson was the one to do the halftime performance. So Lord, if it's your will, please have Chris Brown do the halftime show when the Dallas Cowboys are in a Super Bowl again. Amen. Okay. Who's better than Breezy for the Super Bowl, right? He just needs a better O-line and some receivers. Yeah, and that's why I compare it. Like, the Bengals and the Browns have got the same issues going on. They need a better O-line. Okay, y'all agree. Definitely Chris Brown. So now I want to get into, I didn't bring it up earlier. Oh, wait. There was one thing that I wanted to show you guys. Hold on, we gotta make all this disappear. Let's see. Sorry guys. There was a lot of copy and pasting going out through this process. And we are going to show, oh wait, I'm gonna keep, wrong one. Which one was it? There we go. So whenever I was looking up, let me make sure I have it on the right page. There we go. Whenever I was looking up this on AI, it was the funniest thing. Let's see, which one? Man, come on. It should show. There we go. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show you. We're working here. There we go. My bad, guys. Hopefully y'all can see the screen. But I asked AI, I said, help me compare NFL teams to booty cheeks for fun. And it said, okay, so y'all get this. It said the elite teams are the Seahawks, the Broncos, the Patriots, and Jaguars. I think that was going off of this past season. It said the BBL teams are the Jets, Titans, Raiders, Cardinals. And then it did give a mediocre, I guess, type team, which was the Eagles and the Chargers. But then I was like, oh man, I thought it should have more here. Hold on. I did ask it about the Dallas Cowboys. It's not showing that one though. But I did ask it to give me answers for the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all, it was so funny what AI comes up with. He said, oh, you're talking about Miley Cyrus? Who, man, why would you put Miley Cyrus out there? Miley Cyrus is crazy. I did, you know, I grew up watching Hannah Montana, so that's what AI had to say. Which one? Oh, there we go. Okay, now I did want to talk about, oh wait.
Murray signed a 1-year contract with the Minnesota
I
Vikings.
don't know if D-Money is still here, but D-Money, we're getting into the Kyler Murray.
That will pay him. Murray signed a 1-year contract with the Minnesota Vikings that will pay him $1.3 million. Remember, he's just under $37 million, still guaranteed from the Arizona Cardinals, which has already been guaranteed. Murray has thrown 121 touchdowns, 60 interceptions, and 32 rushing touchdowns in 7 NFL seasons. That's been plagued by injury. Ocho, are we going to see another Sam Darnold story situation? The resurgence, a rebirth. We saw that with Geno Smith. He leaves the Jets, has a resurgence. We see that with Sam Darnold. He leaves the Jets, has a resurgence. Can Kyler Murray parlay that success? Now, the success that Sam Darnold is unprecedented because he had won 14 wins with Minnesota. He leaves Minnesota, goes to Seattle, wins another 14 games, and he wins the Super Bowl on top of that. Can we see that type of resurgence from Kyler Murray?
I think so. And I think that not only is he going to have that resurgence, we're going to understand why situations matter. Where you go matters. The supporting cast, what they put around you, what they surround you with also matters. And it's very imperative for a quarterback's success based on the weapons that's put around him. If you look at all the quarterbacks, you look what Sam Darnold was able to do. You look what Daniel Jones was able to do from going from the New York Giants and going to the Indianapolis Colts, not winning a Super Bowl, but seeing the trajectory he was on and how he changed that franchise around in such a short amount of time because of the weapons that were around him. I think Kyler Murray is going to shock a lot of people. I see some of the jokes that are flying, about his height, about him being short. I mean, that has nothing to do with playing the quarterback position, especially when you have elite talent around you like he has there.
Hey,
go
ahead. This is my pick for Kyler Murray from the start when we first started talking about this, Uncle Ocho. And I was telling you, I was like, man, because Ocho was like, he want to see Kirk Cousins go back. I'm like, nah, I want to see Kyler get a chance to, have some awesome weapons, play with some great players, and I think he'll be great in that offense. Not just for a drop back passer, but a guy who can improvise back there and make something when it's nothing. You know what I mean? I love Kyler in this situation. I think he's gonna have much success. I know some Vikings fans, they happy, so good luck to him, man. I'm looking forward to seeing this young dude get back to it.
Murray signed a 1-year contract with.
D-Money, are you happy about Kyler Murray being at the Vikings? Now, Ocho compared him to Baker Mayfield's height. Now, Baker Mayfield, y'all, Kyler Murray, well, we'll get into it, but Baker Mayfield is 6'1". He's not really that short. He probably appears short, but he's really not that short. Bryce Young, though, for the Panthers is the same height as Kyler Murray. They're both 5'10". You haven't really heard as much talk about Bryce Young's height as you used to in the past. I mean, whenever he wasn't doing well, of course the height conversation got brought up. But with Bryce Young having this past success that he had, those talks really didn't happen as much. Now, with Kyler Murray, I think Kyler Murray will do well, but it's going to depend on, I think, his health. I think his health is what we really need to focus on. For 1.3 mil, I'm cool with it. And he's a lot better than JJ. Yeah, I'm not mad at it at all, honestly. Because now, Kyler Murray is like 5'8". He ain't no 5'8". He's 5'10". I Googled it. I'm pretty sure that it said he was 5'10", just like Bryce Young. But I'm not mad at it either. I think Kyler Murray is going to be decent. My only concern is, can he stay healthy? And I believe in the that podcast on Nightcap, Ocho brought up or maybe it was Shannon Sharp, one of the two, brought up he really needs to put on weight. And I do agree with that, because when you are taking hits from these big players, I guess I should add a pause in there somewhere, because I know I got some immature people. Maybe so put a pause in there somewhere. But when you're taking hits like that, I think you do need some weight on you. But I'm not mad at it. I'm hoping that Kyler Murray has success. It is definitely a different coach. Yeah, the coaching. I'll come back to when you talk about a real team. Shayla, you were something else. Oh, Shayla, you're hilarious. Bear down. Imagine being a Vikings fan all your life. Shayla does not let up. I'm telling you. Shayla, you are like really good at like roasting. Like I'm not. Like I'm a crier. I'm a little bit sensitive. I can't roast, as you could see. If you go back and watch that Derek drop, man, I'm telling you, like the reason why Derek was defending me is because I can't roast. Like I'm not built like that. But yeah. Think they paid him. Oh, there you are, Derek. Think they paid him $40 million to go away. Word is he played more Madden than he studied the plays. Murray is a bust. Now, yeah, I know what you're talking about. He was playing Call of Duty. He was playing Call of Duty, but the Arizona Cardinals was trying to find something in his contract because you were not supposed to be on these games. It's in their contract. Like you've only got so much time you can spend on like gaming or whatever. They're very detailed with these contracts. And they were trying to figure out a way to get out of paying him, I think. But they're stuck paying him. And I mean, as far as like if he'll be a bust or not, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. It's definitely a possibility with his health concerns and all of that. But I am hoping for the best for Kyler Murray. I would like under, and it's like Ocha was saying, sometimes when you're in a fresh start and you look at Sam Darnold, whenever you have a fresh start, it does make a difference. And I think the same could be said like with Matthew Stafford. Like Matthew Stafford, if you guys remember, he was with the Lions, and the Lions traded Matthew Stafford and Goff. You know, they switched. And Matthew Stafford ended up working out really well for him. Let's see what else you guys are saying. We just signed the LB that knocked. You would throw that in there. The Bears will never be a topic of discussion. Nah, I won't go that far. I do like. I was secretly going. Well, it's not a secret. I was going for the Bears. I was going for the Bears. The two teams that I was going for that I really wanted it for, which I kind of knew that it probably wasn't going to happen, but I was going for the Bears and I was going for the Texans. Neither team made it in, which I kind of suspected that was what was going to happen. It was added to his contract. Okay, yeah. But y'all remember, he's like a really great athlete. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not playing my music. We gotta play my CDT beats. But if y'all remember, he was coming out of college. That man was one of the few players to get an MLB deal and a NFL deal. I mean, he's definitely got a talent. Like, I'm not going to discredit him like a lot of people want to do. His headspace, not health. Are you making, I don't know if you're making a joke or what. He's no Deion Sanders. I knew somebody was gonna bring up the Deion Sanders. Now, heck, ain't nobody hold a candle to the wind when it comes to my former Dallas Cowboys Deion Sanders. Okay, let me tell you. You know I like primetime. Would have made more money. Yeah, people talk about that. He would have made more money with MLB. He's not 5'10", Chelsea, for real. I know he's listed as such, but he's not. Just saying. Okay, so you have your doubts. You have your doubts about his height. There is a, what do you call it? A height conspiracy here. Heightgate. Kyler Murray Heightgate. He should have chosen baseball. Man. Sports. Mailbox Sports. Oh yeah, y'all, go check out Mailbox Sports. He has the channel. I missed his live. Obviously, Mailbox Sports, I was dealing with my own life. I started mine early. I was hoping to get done with it in time for yours. But then I had some technical issues. It ended for some reason. I don't know why. I still don't know why it ended, but it did. So then it pushed back the time. So I apologize. But y'all go check out Mailbox Sports. If someone, one of my mods, could drop a link, that would be great. I need to put Postman. Postman, I don't know if I have you as a mod, but let me make sure. And you can drop your link. Okay, I don't. I'm gonna put you as a mod, and you can drop your link. There we go. You are now a moderator. And you can drop your link to your channel. Oh, and he, obviously, it goes without saying, he covers sports as well. His channel's more specific to the Bears. So D-Money, even though you are not a Bears fan, you should go subscribe and show support. And you know what? You could be what, like, I don't know. He might welcome the trolls. Who knows? If you want to go, D-Money, go troll his account. These ridiculous caveats were not in his contract at all. This too is false. That's what I'm saying, is like, I mean, if we go off the reports, I can look it up. Yeah, there's a gaming clause. Okay, so here it is. It says that in 2022, the Arizona Cardinals included a controversial independent study clause in Kyler Murray's $230.5 million contract extension, requiring him to complete 4 hours of weekly distraction-free film study, with specific restrictions against playing video games, watching TV, or browsing the internet during that time. And this is how they were trying to get out of paying him that money. So it is in his contract. I might be able to screenshot it and show you guys. Let's see. I'll try to airdrop it and show you guys. I don't know why I'm doing this. I could just open a browser. Let's see. I just wanted one browser. Oh well, we got two. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm gonna add it. We working today, y'all. Y'all are seeing me do it live. F it, we'll do it live. There we go. Hopefully y'all can see it. It says that in 2022, the Arizona Cardinals included the controversial independent study clause in Kyler Murray's $230 million contract, requiring him to complete 4 hours of weekly distraction-free film study, with specific restrictions against playing video games, watching TV, or browsing the internet during that time. So they are very specific with these contracts. Chelsea Lynn, remember people was saying that Kevin Durant was too skinny for the NBA when he came out of college? Yeah, that's so true. Willie, my brother-in-law, is a foolish Browns fan. Now, Postman, don't go attacking Willie for being a Browns fan. That was debunked by Gannon, but I disagree. Well, I mean, let me look into that now that you brought that up. Well, I don't want to do that live. Let me not do that live, because it can get dangerous scrolling the internet. But let me look up what you're talking about. Oh wait, what are you talking about, Pooh Man? I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. Height gate. I just pulled up, and I know you were busy. Yeah. Oh, I said I digress, not disagree. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misread. I was one letter off. I was a letter off. I thought it said disagree. Okay, so there's that. What else did I have that I was missing that I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, y'all. Not that. We already went over that. So, my friends over at Cowboys Cans Fans, y'all can go check out their channel. They posted this on Instagram. And it shows the 2026 opponents. They did leave off the Eagles. I don't know if they've updated it to include the Eagles, but this is what they have. It said, literally, please, please, if there is a God, deliver us from evil. Arizona Cardinals. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty scared. They have the San Francisco 49ers and the Ravens. The Ravens, I haven't decided yet, because I know that they have some issues going on right now. If they get that, I'm sure it'll get worked out. The Ravens are always going to be a concern for me. Should be a good game. They have the Seahawks, Rams, and the Jaguars. Now, I don't know about that one. It said, F them Packers. Oh, man. This one, it says not worried. Okay, so they did include the Eagles now. So this one does include the Eagles now. Not worried. Eagles, Texans, Colts, and the Bucks. The only one that I disagree with them on, well, actually, I probably disagree with them on 2. I don't know. Honestly, 3, baby, because I don't really count out the Texans. I don't count out the Colts, and I don't count out the Bucks. I don't know why you, like the Eagles have a lot going on right now, so I get it with the Eagles. But the Texans, they still, I think they're looking pretty good. And they just got Dave Montgomery from the Lions as a running back. And if y'all remember, I know people talk about CJ Stroud and how he performed and the interceptions and it wasn't good, all this stuff. I get it in a way, but also you gotta remember, they didn't have a really good run game. They needed a really good run game, and they didn't have it. Now that you're bringing in a running back, I think that'll help your QB out a lot. I mean, it has to. Like, otherwise, see, like, the CJ Stroud criticism, I mean, either way, I think it's warranted, but it's gonna get worse if they make all these adjustments and he still doesn't perform well. What's up, D? It's good to see you, you guys. D is another one from Talk Me Through It podcast. Y'all know that Pooh Man already dropped their link, so you guys subscribe to Talk Me Through It podcasts. You can do tiers list one day, Chelsea. Yeah, we did. I'm gonna go do that, Pooh Man. I think we did which teams was ass and which teams, like, for BBLs, and then for a Pretty Little Peach. So that was fun, and I think I'm gonna do that for the scheduling. I'm probably gonna, you know, incorporate this idea more because that was fun. Okay, so now you have guaranteed dub against the Texans again, or not Texans, but the Titans. I don't know if I would guarantee it a dub because they're making great coaching changes. They brought in Brian Daboll, who I don't care what people say. I still think he's a great defensive coordinator. You know, I've made the comment before that sometimes these coaches are better off as coordinators and it's just not their calling. It's not what God called them to do. They're better off as coordinators than they are as head coaches, and maybe Daboll's one of them. But, you know, I still think he's a great defensive coordinator. Then you have Robert, what's his name? Saleh? I think it's Saleh. I think they hired as their head coach at the Titans. And then Cam Ward, I think he's a talented QB. So, I don't know if they still have Ridley as a wide receiver or not, but I'm interested to see what the Titans can do. I don't know if I would guarantee that a dub. And then you have our beaches. Our beaches, y'all, is the Commanders and Giants. I don't know if I agree with that either. The Commanders have had a great team with under Dan Quinn, Jaden Daniels. I know this past season, like, Jaden Daniels had the injury, plus you had people questioning Dan Quinn over playing Jaden Daniels. And I get it. But, I mean, the Commanders, I don't know. I don't know if I consider them our beaches anymore. That part, Chelsea. Okay. Like this video. Yes, y'all like the video. I need to make UNT era mods, actually. I don't know why. I never thought about that. Let me do that. Add as a moderator. If I see Tiara comment again, I'll add her as a moderator too. Okay. Okay, so you agree that he's a good coordinator. Now, wait, is he, I thought he was defense, because I want to say he has ties with Nick Saban, so I'm pretty sure Brian Daboll I thought was a defensive coordinator. Oh, offensive coordinator. Okay, offensive coordinator. Yeah, so he is a great coordinator. I don't know why I thought defense. Because that really, you know what, now that I think about it, I don't know why I thought defense, because if you look at the New York Giants and how their defense was, that was not it. But their offensive plays I thought were great for the New York Giants whenever he was under Daboll. So that's funny. That's funny that I thought Daboll was the defensive coordinator. But yeah, I meant offensive coordinator. Thank you, Postman, for that. Y'all, an interesting fact about Daboll too is he's actually Canadian. I don't know if many people know this or not, but he's Canadian. What is up? What's King to a God? Good to see you. Always good to see you. I love seeing you in CDTB's chat. I believe, don't you have a channel as well? What's King to a God? Tiara, gonna add you as a moderator. Okay, there we go. Let me see what else I got. Y'all, I think I covered everything.
Tired of the Raiders hate?
Ooh.
I'm tired of it too.
Especially from Care Bear. Care Bear, you hating on us, dog. Like,
Y'all watch this
yeah.
again, because this was funny.
Tired of the Raiders hate?
Yeah. I'm tired of it too.
Especially from Care Bear. Care Bear, you hating on us, dog. Like, yeah, we ass, but Cowboys is ass too.
One thing we're not gonna act like, the Cowboys and the Raiders are two cheeks of the same ass. All right, man. Cowboys ass is like that. You know what I mean? That Victoria's Secret model that got a little more, junk behind it. You know what I mean? Y'all got that Cardi B diaper booty going on.
Oh wow.
Y'all got that BBL butt over there, brother. The Raiders are awful, man. I'm sorry that you have to be a Raiders fan, but I will say this. I will give the Raiders a positive. Your defense with Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, Max Crosby, you go out there, you trash again for one more season under Clint Kubiak. Just tank this year, retooling that offensive line. You got Fernando Mendoza. Get that man a wide receiver, possibly a Jeremiah Smith, a Cam Coleman. Next year's wide receiving class is absolutely loaded. The Raiders could come back and still not make the fucking playoffs. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an amazing show.
Tired of the Raiders hate?
That was so funny. This is what inspired the idea of the show, is whenever he brought up, like, comparing them to Azzez, I was like, you know what? That's a great idea for the show, is we're going to compare these NFL teams to if they are a pretty little peach or if they the hippo BBL booty. But that was so funny. You know what? We'll do a little recap of all the videos I played. Let me show you guys what the topics were for the show. If I can find my little topics list. Oh, there we go. The Raiders definitely made moves this offseason. Yes. Okay, what's King to a God? That's one video that I have. Is people, people are going to see the moves that they made. The BBL, yeah, that's what got me too. Oh, yeah, and what's King to a God? You said that you have a channel. Okay, and you know what? Let's not talk negative. You said there's nothing interesting on there. There's somebody who's going to find something interesting on there. So let's all make sure we show some love for what's King to a God and subscribe to him as well. Raiders are cursed. You know what? CDT Beats, he says that about the Falcons. He thinks they are a cursed team. Was it accomplishment or activity, though? Kings to a God. BBL teams is hilarious, yeah. Okay, so we covered the Mike Tomlin speaking for the first time since he announced that he was retiring from the Steelers. So I'll play that video again. Let me pause the music. Also, okay, I gotta cover this up too.
Good evening. All right. It's often said, we're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time. Like you have to choose. And, I think our experience here in Pittsburgh and with the great Steelers organization exemplifies that, man. We were here for a long and really good time. It's been an honor to serve the greatest organization in sport. It's been an honor to be a part of this great community. to call it home, for our kids to call it home. We're in somewhat of a nomadic business, and so we don't take that for granted, that our kids get an opportunity to call Pittsburgh home. It's been an honor to serve the community in which we live, its values that we hold, and it will continue. We appreciate the recognition, but as my wife said, we certainly don't do it for that. We've been extremely blessed, man, and we just like to share those blessings. We thank you.
All right, so that's what Mike Tomlin had to say. I think this was for an award ceremony, but shout out to the greatest mod in the YouTube streets, Pooh Man. He dropped the link in my Discord. Y'all already know. If you want to send me news information or things you want me to cover, drop it in my Discord. I know that Derek sent me some things that I'm going to get to cover as well. That's going to be fun. I can't wait to cover what Derek sent me. So yeah, make sure y'all check out the Discord. And shout out to Pooh Man again, the greatest mod in the YouTube streets. But Mike Tomlin was there for 19 years at the Pittsburgh Steelers, so much respect to him and his career. Y'all know I'm a sucker. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I kind of cried. I might have shed a few tears. Watching that, because it was, I don't know, it just hits me. Like, I get emotional over football. Okay, so let's see, what else did we cover? Let me go back to my topics so I can keep up with it. They gave Jamarcus Russell a DVD, told him to go home and watch the plays. It was nothing on the DVD, but he said he was all caught up on the plays as they made. Ain't that something? Okay. Oh yeah, we covered, y'all, this was interesting. Ooh, not bad.
Good evening. All right. You know,
I thought I had that close, but we covered the UFL versus NFL and why y'all should check out the UFL league. I'm going to get into it. I'll show you guys my favorite ones from this. This one's a favorite. Oh, I don't know what I just moved, but I did not mean to move that. This is a favorite. There's no rig spots. There's a chip in the ball. Let me play my beats as I talk about this. Show y'all my little CDT Beats skeleton. There we go. But there's a chip inside the ball. So it's a more accurate, it's supposedly a more accurate way to spot the ball. What else we got? Oh yeah, this is another good one. Everything is challengeable, including penalties and no calls. Y'all. And it says it could have prevented this. And this was a famous play, not Pooh Man, but Postman. You might remember this play. I know, like, it was Lewis and it was against the LA Rams. If you look up a famous, like, just look up 2019 Lewis against LA Rams worst call, and it's gonna pop up. But I can't remember who it was against. But it said that it could have, prevented that. And I said earlier, y'all know I stand on this. Even though they claim this is the worst call in NFL history, I stand on it being the Des Bryant call. I don't care what anybody says, fight me. Okay? You know what? Actually, better yet. Let me find it. Hold on. Which one? There we go.
That's just me. Maybe I'm biased a little bit. Maybe I'm biased a lot of bit. But who cares for this discussion? That's just me. Maybe I'm biased a little bit. Maybe I'm biased a lot of bit. But who cares for this discussion?
All right. Maybe I'm biased, y'all. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I do think that worst call in NFL history was the Des Bryant. Okay. Is it Nicole Roby Coleman? Okay. Thank you, Postman. I knew you would know. Now, what else was another interesting one? Oh, this is another good one. Official reviews are directly broadcasted to the TV. Fully transparent officiating. I like this. Y'all, I really like this. This is another one that I love. Y'all know that my complaints about the streaming services with sports and how it's affected everything. This is a good one. No streaming packages. Every game is on Fox, ABC, or ESPN. I like that. Oh, and then, you know, obviously they have but provided some talented players from the UFL to the NFL. So obviously Dallas Cowboys, this is a big one. Brandon Aubrey, and then you have Turpin. I don't know who the other one is, but they have been providing great players. That's not an interesting one. Which one is this one? Okay, I think that's it for why you guys should watch that. Let me see what other videos that I had that we talked about. I believe they're all on this one. So we talked about Geno Smith.
New York Jets quarterback Geno Smith vowed to be better than ever in his second stint with the team.
I mean, listen, Geno going back to New York, we obviously know not very many quarterbacks have had success playing for the New York Jets. Nope. Obviously, from top to bottom, they've been somewhat of a bad organization. He's going to have an out-of-body experience every goddamn week and elevate all those around him. Obviously, we have the draft coming up. I'm not sure there's anybody that they can draft that can come in and make an immediate impact.
They must got a lot of draft picks. What they get in return?
They got 2 firsts. The more good players you have, the more dynamic your offense or your defense is, the better you are as a team. For you to be bad that long, everybody's turned it around, except them. The New York Jets quarterback Geno Smith.
Funny when Ocho said he's got to have an out-of-body experience. That was so funny. That was so true. What y'all saying? Unfortunately, the NFL refs won't be held accountable or have any transparency because of the betting. Exactly what's king to a god. Exactly. Well, you know, I gotta be careful with what I say. I try not to say too much just in case I ever got picked up by a sports not network, but like podcaster, like someone like Shannon Sharp with the Nightcap, or with well, it's Club Shay Shay, but if I was ever under him or ever under Omaha Productions, which is from the Manning cast, who else is there? Anyways, I try to be careful with what I say. I don't want to get into too many conspiracies. Jerry Jones hands out franchise tags like a carnival ticket. That's fair. That's true. Welcome back. Okay, y'all. Guess who's back? Back again.
Leave Chelsea alone. What's wrong with you, G Hunter? I'm the one who's telling you about your fantasy. Listen. Send me your address so I can send you a rainbow flag. Since you want to look like Alicia Keys. That's okay, man. You can't even grow. You can't even grow enough hair. Okay? I'm not accustomed to a man wanting to look like a woman. And you too dark to look like her. Why don't you? You know what? You look like a good Jennifer Hudson. That's what you would look like.
Gremlin, nigga. Like a gremlin.
You too dark to be Alicia Keys. You look like a Jennifer Hudson.
Hey, G Hudson. G Hudson.
You look like a gremlin and top of look like a predator.
That's your name for the year.
I'm trying out with the lesson.
Oh man, yeah. Switch over to Jennifer, man. We'll call you G Hudson from now on.
Jennifer Hudson.
Mean girl.
Chelsea with that real hard. Chelsea with that big ass head.
Look,
He
needs some milk.
Hey, I told you to leave Chelsea alone. I told you to leave Chelsea alone.
Hey, Chelsea, just let me get your hat. I'll both head at the same time.
I told you to leave Chelsea alone. It's getting bad. It's getting worse for you, man. Just let it go and live. Leave Chelsea.
The New York Jets quarterback Geno Smith vowed to be better than
My
ever.
beans are in the pot. I'll cook the rice and cornbread in and out. Man, I love me some cornbread. Okay, so let's see what else I got.
They are lying on Max Crosby. The Ravens did not want Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby. Use the common sense. Listen to Max Crosby if you don't want to listen to me. Listen to Max Crosby's agent if you don't want to listen to me. The Ravens knew about Max Crosby's injury. Hendrickson was still on the street. They could get him for the cheap, and they got him. Crosby said it himself. Believe nothing you hear. Not believe part of it. Believe nothing you hear.
All right, so that was Emmanuel Ocho on Max Crosby.
This could be a huge blessing in disguise for the Raiders. The Raiders have so much cap space that now you retain Max Crosby. Imagine, Raiders, what you all have. I believe you currently have the best linebacking core in football because you got Nakobe Dean, you got Quay Walker. Two really, really, really good linebackers. You just got the best center in football in Tyler Lindenbaum. You have a really good and promising young running back in Ashton Genty. You're likely going to draft a number 1 overall pick quarterback in Fernando Mendoza, who's proven to be a winner at the collegiate level. Then you think about Max Crosby plus Kwity Paye. That's good. You acquire Taron Johnson from the Buffalo Bills. That's the top 3 nickelback since he's entered the National Football League, at least during the bulk of the prime of his career. So if you're really looking at the Raiders and what they've done this offseason, best linebacking core, Max Crosby, Kwity Paye, Taron Johnson at nickelback, Tyler Lindenbaum directly behind him, Fernando Mendoza, number 1 overall pick, directly behind him, Ashton Genty, a 1st overall pick, top 5 overall pick. The Raiders really have a solid core, plus Brock Bowers, best tight end in the league.
Y'all, okay, what's king to a god? You were talking about the Raiders earlier and how, they've gotten some really good picks. Well, this is that video that I was talking about. Talking about what the Raiders have done. You said Trey was hurt most of the year, so of course he was cheap. Now, I don't know which, y'all know I watch a ton of these sports. I watch ESPN, I watch Nightcap, I watch Speakeasy. I'm watching so much sports content, it's crazy. So I don't know which one it was, but they talked about how it was Nightcap. They talked about how it made no sense. Like, the Bengals missed out on a good business deal because when they had the opportunity to trade him for more, they didn't do it. And then they just kept him. He was injured, so they didn't get no use out of him. He's older now. You basically got him for free. I mean, that's just the truth. It's the truth. What a waste. I really hate how Trey Hendrickson got done. Ocho, they better surprise me because I don't see it still. Now they were saying that I don't think they're going to go out and win a Super Bowl or anything, especially with the questionable QB position. But I think it's just more so it could be decent. But they definitely have some growing pains. I was driving earlier, had to step away. No problem, CDT. We talked about, we're getting ready to go over it again, but talked about your Atlanta Falcons, like I said earlier, which you were there for that, but we talked about this, which is what CDT sent me, the Atlanta Falcons cycle. So, what does it say? Team is pretty good. You have Tua, questionable QB. You get the questionable QB in there. You beat a really good team, lose to a really bad team, miss the playoffs, and then the cycle repeats. So, that is the Falcons, and here's this video.
Daddy Ice! Brother, you already got Michael Penix hurt! And for my next act, I'm gonna go get somebody that's hurt up!
But they might be looking on the bright side.
To about the storm to the Sunshine State. It ain't nothing bright. Cool. I don't judge any type of free agent acquisition solely off of team needs and team desire. I judge it off of team camaraderie and team cohesion. So I don't like this pick because if you were to ask some of the star players on the Atlanta Falcons, Drake, London, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Michael Penix probably the only person that liked this pick.
Why you say that though?
Because Tua gonna do something that ain't gonna keep him from a job. Now, my question to Matt Ryan is, now you got two undecided quarterbacks that ain't a franchise quarterback. Kyler Murray made more sense to me than Tua. Kyler Murray gonna get the butter from the duck from Michael Penix.
That's a battle.
They gonna push each other.
Correct.
Push it to the limit. I'm pushing the push. I ride in the ride.
And I don't even think Penix has done enough to say I'm the outright starter.
No, he has not. Respectfully,
yeah.
And then given the fact that those two quarterbacks alone are a walking blue tent.
They get the front parking spots at the supermarket.
Why?
Because they're going to put that handicap on in the mirror. Hang that.
I was talking about the blue tent. You was talking about the blue side.
Exactly.
Everything blue. Now gonna look into her pockets. She got blue checks. To not play.
That's the only thing about the Falcons. They didn't spend a lot to get him.
They spent enough on Kirk.
Do you think the Falcons are in a position they could have even went to go get another quarterback?
Okay, I guess that was it for that video. So, yeah, I don't think Tua was the right decision. Y'all know that I already gave the little rundown on Tua's health history with having the hip injury at Alabama, had to have hip surgery, ankle surgery, plus the concussions, all of that. And now you're getting older too, on top of that. And then you had the issues with interceptions. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what the Atlanta Falcons are thinking. Tua is a horrible choice. He's one hit away from forgetting his name. Yeah, And he did, I made a Threads post about it of, this is ultimately his decision. It's his decision. Obviously, he takes into consideration what his family has to say and those important to him. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters, right? But he did say he is willing to die playing this game. So that just tells you how dedicated he is to continuing. It's really an addiction. It becomes an addiction whenever it's all you ever know. So I get it. I get why he won't want to give it up. I don't hate on him for that. Let me see, because Derek, you said something. Okay, this. The Bengals better. Let me play my music, y'all. The CDT Beats, y'all. CDT Beats is in the chat, so y'all know you got to subscribe to him. Check out his music. This is where my beats come from. This is the audio you hear. And I can show. I don't know where my little skeleton went. There it is. My little skeleton. But the Bengals better win a Super Bowl or I think Joe will be gone. I agree. I think Joe has made it clear that he's fed up. Especially after that one interview. Maybe I'll play it, if I remember, I'll play it on another live and we can break down the Joe Burrow situation. But yeah, you're right. They really do got to do something. And I said earlier, Derek, I don't know if you heard it, but I said that the gifts that he's been getting his offensive line, I'm starting to wonder if it's not a symbol. If there's not a meaning behind it. So, for example, the one year he got his offensive linemen swords, samurai swords. And I was like, man, that's an interesting gift. Well, then the next time he got them fossils. So I'm wondering if this doesn't have meaning behind it. He got the samurai swords to symbolize, yeah, you guys are great. You're fighting for me. This is an amazing offensive line. And then to get fossils for his offensive line, I'm like, is he saying that they're ancient and that he needs a new offensive line? I'm wondering, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I'm wondering, knowing how Joe Burrow is and his character, I've watched him since LSU with interviews and everything. So you kind of get a sense of their personality, right? And knowing his personality, it's like I'm wondering if there's not a meaning behind these gifts. Go 6 hours. Gotta get those watch hours up. Yeah, Derek, I don't know if I can go 6 hours. I don't know what time I'm at right now. I feel like I've been going a long time right now. Let's see what else you guys are saying. With all those concussions, Tua has jealous for brains. Oh, man. The Falcons are cursed, if you ask me. You know what? I don't know which one of you said it in the chat. Someone said it in the chat that the Saints were cursed. And I was like, you know what? CDT Beats says that about the Falcons. I knew that the Falcons defensive end would beat those charges. NFL lawyers are cold. He threw if he crashed out again. He threw if he crashes out again. Wait, which one beat the charges? Are you talking about the recent one? What's his name? With the WNBA girlfriend. Are you talking about that one? Let me know if you were talking about the same player that I'm thinking of that recently just had those issues with, he ran into a cop car too. I don't know if that's the same one you're talking about, but yeah, you are right though. These NFL lawyers are cold. If you go to the Raiders, I mean, minus, y'all, I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive when it comes to Henry Ruggs. I've talked about how I might cover it one day, but I'm just so sensitive to it, I don't know if I can. But minus Henry Ruggs, the Raiders have had outstanding lawyers because for whatever reason, that team is like known for DUIs. Like Josh Jacobs, whenever he was at the Raiders, he was charged with the DUI, but he got off. Like, I don't know what happened. Something with I don't know. Whatever went down during that I don't know if it's an investigation or what, but whatever went down wasn't done properly, and that attorney got him off. So yeah, those NFL attorneys are cold. Tua must be broke. No, I think he's very business savvy. Tua is very smart. Now, Tua, like I said, I've kept up with Tua obviously since his Bama days, but I have a lot of respect for Tua. He's a man of faith. Like, you know, he has great character. He's not out here acting crazy like all these other players that, you know, you see sometimes. So I have a lot of respect for Tua. Joe asked for the wide receivers to get paid. Nobody cares or feels sorry for him. Bro is a crybaby. He got the same receiver he had in college. I don't think he's a crybaby. And Jamar Chase, I love Jamar Chase. Y'all do not talk bad about Joe Burrow or Jamar Chase. There will be no Jamar Chase or Joe Burrow slander around here, okay? Chelsea, whatever happened to have a strong running game along with a great defense? Now we have all these QBs that want to be RBs. I mean, I think that's just part of the game changing, Derek. The game has changed so much. And I will say that it's weird because it could just be me. But when I look at the college football, it's like they've become more pocket passers. And then when I look at NFL, they're starting to become less of pocket pass, which, I mean, I think now you just have to be a dual threat quarterback. You have to be able to run. You have to, I mean, and it's rare that you get that, but I'll use Caleb Williams as an example from the Bears. He's someone that I consider as a dual threat quarterback because he can make plays on the run, and he's great at passing. I just think that, you know, as the game's changed, it's just different now. He need to take whatever money he has left and retire. Yeah, y'all talking about Tua. Lions have been cursed. Now, Pooh Man, I agree. The Lions have been cursed. The Lions are another team that I would love to see win a Super Bowl. Now, unless Dallas is in it. If Dallas is in it, I'm sorry. All other options are off the table. But Lions, I have wanted to see win a Super Bowl because they've never won one. They've never won a Super Bowl since the game changed. They've won whatever it was called before a Super Bowl. Like, they won whatever that was labeled as. But, yeah. They've never won an actual Super Bowl. Just about every Hall of Fame QB had a great running game and a strong defense. Yeah, that's true. Look at, I mean, you can use Troy Aikman as an example. I still love my Lions, yes. I love Goff and Dan Campbell, and I'm biased. You know, 3 a.m., I'm biased, okay? I'm biased. But, wait.
That's just me. Maybe I'm biased a little bit. Maybe I'm biased a lot of bit. But who cares for this discussion?
Okay, I'm biased for this. But with Terrion Arnold, former Bama player, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Branch, they all played for Bama. So I'm kind of biased towards the Lions. Oh, my bad. I don't know what this is. Let me go on. As long as you don't pull an OJ Simpson, they can get you off. Now, I'm just gonna say, like, I mean, OJ Simpson, like, if you look at the first case, when he was, I mean, he got off, like, not guilty, and I always say that I believe in innocent until proven guilty. And if justice is to be true, I think they got it right. Like, there was reasonable doubt. They had reasonable doubt in that case. So I think the right call was for it to be a not guilty verdict. That's just me, though. That's just me. That's my little hot take. I think they made a right call. Bengals have been cursed by their front office. That, I mean, yeah, that's true. The same could be said about the Browns. A lot could be said about the Browns now with that. Not slander, he asked for weapons and now they can't afford anything else. It is what it is. I mean, I think there's something that can be done. Vikings will be looking for a QB in a year. Send Joe there. You know what? No way. If Joe goes anywhere, I would hope it would be to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not gonna lie, I obviously wanted Shedeur Sanders at Dallas and to have Deion Sanders as the head coach. I really thought if we had them, that maybe Dallas would go to a Super Bowl, but obviously that didn't happen. And Deion, in a way, I guess it was a blessing in disguise because Deion has had a lot of health issues going on. So there's that. What else are you guys talking about? I'm so behind on the comments. Nope, Browns and Bengals have horrible owners. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That they're like, it's the same. Like, it's, yeah. Joe wanted his wide receivers to get paid. That's what you get for trying to be a GM when you a QB. I mean, he got Jamar Chase at the same time, though. Right? I think they got drafted together. Peyton Manning, we miss you. Wait. Peyton Manning? Why are you bringing up Peyton Manning? I ain't mad at it. I mean, I agree. Take me back to the Troy Aikman days. Now you're talking. Well, y'all, I'm acting like I was alive during that time. I wasn't even born till 94. So, yeah, I don't really know much about those days. Pocket passers in the NFL are becoming extinct. Gotta be somewhat mobile. Exactly what's king to a god. Chelsea Lynn, it's the curse of Bobby Lane for the Lions. Okay, Poop Man. So which one did I leave off on? I don't even know. We got off on that topic. for a long time. Let me go back to show topics so I can remember what I'm trying to cover. I'm just breaking down everything that I went over earlier, y'all. Oh, okay, this is the one that's funny. Y'all are gonna enjoy this one. Actually, we have some more. This is another one on Odigizua that we traded from the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if I played that one yet, but we'll play it.
Cowboys are moving from a 4-3 to a 3-4. When you move from a 4-3 to a 3-4 defense, you have to completely change the archetype of your interior lineman. The Cowboys can no longer utilize a 6'2", 280-pound Odigizua. Why? Because a 6'2", 280-pounder does not fit in a 3-4 defense. Your defensive ends in a 3-4 are about 6'5", 290 pounds. Think J.J. Watt. Your nose tackle in a 3-4 is about 6'2", 320, 325. Think Vince Wilfork. So you have no use for a 6'2", 280-pound defensive tackle in a 3-4 scheme. You have to start to figure out how to change your roster as you change your defensive structure. So what you're going to start to see for the Cowboys is a mass exodus of interior linemen and probably a mass exodus of defensive ends or inside backers as you transition into the different archetype structures.
Now, I agreed with him on this, and I always said that, hold on. There we go. But I always said that the 3-4 defense will be horrible. No, Derek. The switching from 4-3 to 3-4 is what the Cowboys need, because they've tried this for multiple years now and it has not worked. And I always said that if they switch back to 3-4, because if you look at under Dan Quinn, whenever Dan Quinn was defensive coordinator before he left to go to Washington, he ran a 3-4, like it had 3-4 elements. So I'm sure that they're gonna run the 3-4 defense, but it'll still have elements of a 4-3 in there. But I think 3-4 is the way to go. If you look at the Seahawks, that's what the Seahawks won with, is a 3-4 defense. I think a 3-4 defense is the right move for the Cowboys, because you need to be able to attack these players, and I think that's why Micah Parsons, honestly, I go back to Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons will be a good fit now. Since they're switching to a 3-4 defense, if we still have Micah Parsons, it's a great fit for him. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the defense can do, because I'm telling you, these past 2 years with our defense is not it. It's not it. We've had Zimmerman, then we had Flubber, whatever his name is, Flubber. I called him Flubber. We'll call him Flubber. Actually, that's a good name. It's Flubberus. I don't know. Pooh Man knows, because Pooh Man, he dropped the name. But we're gonna call him Flubber. We're gonna call him Flubber, because that's what I thought of him. So yeah, I like the 3-4. 3-4D is pressure. They can't stop the run with the linemen that they got. Yeah, Derek. That's gonna be the key element there. They've got to get a better defense, because obviously you lost. DeMarcus Lawrence just won a Super Bowl. You have Odigizua gone now. You haven't had Leighton Vander Esch. He would have been another good one for this, but Leighton Vander Esch, he retired. Micah Parsons is gone. Trayvon Diggs, they really need a cornerback. Dallas really, I know that in the free agency they got a cornerback, but I don't know how good he is. I don't know. They got one from the LA Rams. They got a cornerback from the LA Rams. So they just got a lot of work to do on defense. Honestly, Parsons should have stayed by Uncle Jerry. Is too disrespectful. Yeah, ain't that the truth? And I think about what Des Bryant said. I don't know if y'all caught it, but whenever this whole deal was going down, Des Bryant came out and made a statement and he was like, you know, these players got to do what's best for them. And he talked about how Jerry Jones is. Like, Jerry Jones got to be willing to pay these players, and he's really disrespectful to them. Okay, what else do I have for you all that we covered? Okay, yeah. Trying to find the... There we go.
Living out a dream that you can never accomplish. You fucking cornball. I'm not here to discredit Stephen A. for what he's done in his career. I'm in this business because of Stephen A. Smith. All I have seen from this man is be an absolute embarrassment. I'm ashamed to say that he's the one that inspired me to get into this business. He is an absolute cornball. You're lame. I met you. And it was one of the worst experiences that I've ever had in this entire business. As a dude at 58 years old who always dreamed of playing in the NBA, to sit there and then just be like, well, I'm more popular than y'all. Bro, you're lame. You think that you are the story continuously, over and over and over again. You sit there and you jest about players and athletes, knowing good and damn well you wanted to be that. There's a level of respect that you're supposed to have for the players that you made your career covering. Have fun in politics, bro, because I don't want to hear shit else you got to say. You're a 58-year-old having a popularity contest with 19, 20, 21-year-olds. You fucking cornball.
I thought it was funny, like him calling him a cornball and saying having fun in politics. I was like, man. But then, you know what? Cam Newton came back. Cam Newton had something to say. And I thought, dang, Cam Newton has a point. And you all know my pet peeve. I said it earlier. Biggest pet peeve is double standard hypocrisy. Like, you got to play it across the field. You can't just play one side of it. It's got to be fair across the board. And so here's what Cam Newton had to say.
They made it personal. And that's what Stephen A. often does. In the sake and in the name of entertainment, he made it personal. But the other problem is, like, people get on me, I told your career this, your career that, and I hear them. But, like, what was hard for me is people who literally didn't make it to the league.
Now, some would say, Cam, you're tripping. Some would say, Cam, you done changed up your tone. And I would tell you, we all change. And I'll give you perspective. My good brother in content, Mr. Emmanuel Acho, times have changed. And trust me, I have changed with those times. Given that we have these illustrious platforms to talk our opinions, be it that it may, you can't just listen to only the people who played this said game. So when you have ridicule or you critique Stephen A. Smith for not playing, and then you talk about Skip Bayless for not playing, I will call your co-host. He didn't play. So you don't listen to him, and he just had a viral clip or a clip with a strong message that denounced Stephen A. If we as former athletes want to play this...
Well, you didn't play. What gives you the right to say it?
Well, you still talk about basketball. You didn't play basketball. You didn't play tennis. Why are you talking about it? I was one of those, and I will say, I was one of those that had this same thought process of, hey, what gives you the right to say it? If anything, I do kind of believe what Emmanuel says. We are experts in our field because we have the experience. But people who also watch us on sidelines for years covering us are experts because they tell a different story. They have a different view, and we can't muzzle them. You got numerous people that have not played. The L. Duncans, when you start to talk about the Molly Karams, the Shea Cornettes, so many different people that may not have ever played, you can't listen to what they say. It's contradicting because sometimes, even on your own platform, Emmanuel, a person did not play, but yet you're giving him a platform to speak on.
And I want to say this to all the players that play too. As you get on these shows, you have to understand these same reporters, even people well before Stephen A., your Nick Wrights, all the women reporters that haven't played the game.
Okay, I think that's all that I saved of that. But I think that was a great point from Cam Newton. I was waiting. I was gonna say it. If you weren't still here, Pooh Man, I was gonna say it. I was like, Pooh Man has been saying that he has the pastor's child voice because his father was a pastor. So that's funny. But you know, Cam Newton does have a point. Like, they still have something to give. Even if they didn't play the sport from an outsider's perspective and just being a fan of the game for so long, you still learn something, and you can give a perspective that maybe that someone who played the game doesn't think of. You can't just have it, like they say, you can't just have an echo chamber only hearing one side of it. So I thought that was a great point. Now, the one thing that I didn't say earlier that I meant to say, I don't know if Molly, what's her name, Molly Querum? I don't know if that was a great example. Like, she was more of a referee on First Take than giving much of her opinion. I would use Mina Kimes as the example, because she's very knowledgeable in the sport, and she's one. I've talked about it before, but my friend that works at ESPN, he said that she's one who can go no earpiece, like no earpieces, and give her own thoughts. She's one of the few women that can do that. So I think that speaks a lot to her knowledge of the game. But I like Mina Kimes, Alyssa Lang. She works for the SEC network, and I like Laura Rutledge. Laura Rutledge is kind of used more as a referee, but she still does have knowledge too. Don't underestimate her. Let's see. Okay, I think I covered everything, and we watched this one. This was
Tired of the Raiders hate?
Yeah, I'm tired of it too.
Especially from Care Bear.
That was the main topic that inspired the comparing NFL teams to Azzez.
Care Bear. You hating on us, dog. Like, yeah, we ass, but Cowboys is ass too.
One thing we're not going to act like, the Cowboys and the Raiders are two cheeks of the same ass. All right, man. Cowboys ass is like that, you know what I mean? That Victoria's Secret model that got a little more, junk behind it, you know what I mean? Y'all got that Cardi B diaper booty going on.
Oh, wow.
Y'all got that BBL butt over there, brother. The Raiders are awful, man. I'm sorry that you have to be a Raiders fan, but I will say this. I will give the Raiders a positive. Your defense with Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, Max Crosby. You go out there, you trash again for one more season under Clint Kubiak. Just tank this year. Retooling that offensive line. You got Fernando Mendoza. Get that man a wide receiver, possibly a Jeremiah Smith, a Cam Coleman. Next year's wide receiving class is absolutely loaded. The Raiders could come back and still not make the fucking playoffs. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an amazing show.
That was
tired of the Raiders hate.
Show. Starter jackets, lugs, and Timberland's cheap jewelry from the mall. Oh, man. Okay, so I think that's everything. Y'all know that I want to close it out with a motivational video. So, again, covered Mike Tomlin, covered why you should watch UFL versus the NFL, covered the free agency with Geno, Crosby, Tua, Odigizua, and then also Murray. Covered the Stephen A versus the Speakeasy podcast, and then we compared all the teams to different types of Azzez with the BBL Hippos and then the Perfect Little Peaches. Alright, so let's go to the motivational video now. Now this video is from Tom Brady, which is Pooh Man's favorite.
The truth is, you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts.
All right, let's play it one more time.
The truth is, you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. The truth is, you don't.
So you just have to be consistent. You know, you don't have to be the best. You just have to be consistent. Constant improvement. And it makes me think of, me doing what I'm doing on YouTube. I just have to be consistent. I'm obviously not the best yet, But if I'm consistent, I'm going to get there. I'm going to continue to improve and grow. It's just bound to happen. Once you get in the rhythm of everything. And I've already seen growth. If you go, like, I made a little short comparing all the lives that I've had since I started doing my lives on this YouTube channel. It's crazy the changes that I've had. I've went from StreamYard to Restream to OBS to having all this setup, like this layout. I really stayed consistent with it and figured out ways to grow and get better. And that's what you have to do in life. And there's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts. I know that if I want to continue to grow and be better, I have to put in the time, put in the research, and do what I have to do to accomplish the goals that I have for myself. It just is what it is. Tom was consistent. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Pooh Man, I knew you would enjoy this one. Because he has some great speeches. Remember Tom wasn't, yes, great point, Derek. Tom Brady wasn't even the starter. Like, if you go back to his NFL Combine and what he looked like, you know what I compare it to? Have you all seen the Marvel Captain America movies? Oh, okay. Welcome, John. You said Seahawks back to back. Great to have you here. I don't know if that'll happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But good to have you. I hope you subscribe and stick around. We're very friendly. The Touchdown Tribe is very friendly here, so I hope to see you in the chat again. But yeah, going back to what you said, I compare it to the Captain America. Like, if you remember how he started out, he was like a scrawny little boy, and then he bulks up. That's how Tom Brady was. Go 6 hours to do a mock draft. I can't go to 6 hours. I gotta eat too. Derek, okay? You made me hungry talking about your beans, rice, and sausage, and then cornbread too. Like, I gotta eat me something. My stomach's gonna start growling. But let's play the motivational clip one more time.
You don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. The truth is,
y'all, I'm telling you, like, I'm nothing special here. I'm really not. I never stepped on a football field and played tackle football, but I've learned the game. Like, growing up with my dad teaching me the game of football. Like, I've gained knowledge. Like, I was consistent with it, and that's where I am today. That's how I've gotten where I am talking sports. It's something that I'm good at. I've always enjoyed it, and now, like, growing on here, staying consistent with this, it's just what you have to do. I hope this inspires y'all, and apply this to whatever goals you have. I'm making seafood gumbo. Man. Oh, that sounds good. Derek, he still knows every QB's taken before him. Yeah, you know what, Pooh Man? That's an interesting fact. But yeah, I forgot about that. He does. Chelsea, thank you for sharing your space, sweetheart. Peace to the chat. Of course, Willie, and we hope to see you again. You were great. You added some great chat today. So I loved seeing you here. It's always good to see new faces. And like I said, we're very welcoming. I call it my little touchdown tribe. I believe Mike Myrick, the one who was in the chat earlier, he's the one that inspired that idea to call it my little touchdown tribe. So, yeah. Really, I didn't like Tom when he played, but the man is the greatest of all time. You know what, Derek? That's most of everybody. They didn't like him, but now that after he retired, they had more respect for him. I was always one. Now, I will be honest. Probably my middle school days, I couldn't stand the Patriots. I just couldn't. But when I got into high school, that's when I really started to respect him. So It's interesting. It's interesting to see Tom Brady's career and how most people, if not all, respect him now. Yeah, Willie, come back. Yeah, exactly, Derek. Thank you for being kind and welcoming and encouraging and all of those things. From the Black Couch, good to see you again. We are getting ready to cut out, but I will show you your lady Vanessa. Derek's wanting me to go 6 hours, and I ain't got that in me. I ain't got that in me today. Marathon, okay, you're wanting me to go 6 hours too, Wesley. Yeah, I ain't got that in me today. But you know what, Derek? I have thought about planning out a day where I go 6 hours. I will put it in a thumbnail and everything. 6 hours talking about sports or something. I do think that I should do that one day for y'all. I don't know if that'll happen, but we'll see. I might have to have some like filler clips like I do with my break clips and my intro clips. Something to play while I take a short intermission to like hype myself back up, but I have thought about doing that. So we'll see what happens with that. But going back to the Tom Brady video, I hope you all found that encouraging and it motivated you to just stay consistent with whatever you do in life. And you know, that's what I was talking about earlier. I got a little distracted, but just whatever you do, stay consistent with it. And that's with like if you want to be on a diet, if you want to be more in the gym, if you want to get into crafting, or you know, whatever it is you want to do, just stay consistent with it. You don't have to be special, like Tom Brady said. You don't have to be special at it. You just have to be consistent. And that's what a lot of people lack these days, is just being consistent. They want to skip the process. You can't skip it. There's no shortcuts. Okay, so that's my little message. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for showing up to the live. I really enjoyed it. Seeing some new faces in the chat. This was fun. This was great. Y'all made my day. Facts, Chelsea. Okay, I'm glad you agree. Tom was a student of the game. Derek, you are dropping dimes today. I'm telling you. You are dropping dimes. That is so good. He was a student of the game. You know, Kobe Bryant, you gotta get me started. Derek's trying to make me go 6 hours, y'all. I swear, the more he keeps talking. See, look, he said 6 hours. Ain't no way. But you keeping me talking. Tom was a student of the game. That makes me think of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant said, maybe I'll play that clip the next live. Be a sponge. Always be absorbing information. Like, always be learning. That is so true. You know, Tom Brady, a student of the game. He was being a sponge, soaking up everything. He was always learning. I mean, that's what you gotta do. Oh, thank you, Latanya. Y'all, again, go subscribe to her channel. She has some great content on there with fishing. And she dropped some great recipes, too. The one with the stuffed catfish looks so good. I love fish. So, y'all know I like that channel. Great live. Thank you from the Black Couch. I appreciate it. Derek. Yeah, Kobe was the GOAT. Yeah, I do have a lot. Okay, so the most motivational speeches that I have are Nick Saban, of course. Kobe Bryant. Let's see. Mike Tomlin. Who else? Oh, yeah, Tom Brady. So those are really the ones I have the most motivational quotes from. Y'all can drop suggestions. He said, "Boo Saban." Oh yeah, Derek. Okay, I did want to mention. You brought up Ohio State earlier. You said Ohio State's going back to the going to a national championship. You know, that's interesting that you brought up them because. Did you see where they signed the defensive coordinator? Like, he's the highest paid defensive coordinator in college football for Ohio State now. So, yeah, I wanted to bring that up. Man, I'm telling you, Derek can really get me talking. Okay, so we're gonna close it out. Hopefully, y'all remember the motivational message. Thank you all for the support. Again, shout out to Michael Love. He is the show sponsor. He dropped 100 on the show, and I can't thank him enough. That, I said, y'all, I don't expect y'all to give me money. I don't. Subscribing, being in the chat, liking the video, that means the most too. Like, I do not take any of that for granted. But obviously, it's very encouraging and helpful when I'm spending hours in working on something like this, and someone does, drop some money. I'm not ever gonna complain about that, right? Especially not in this economy. So shout out to Michael Love for doing that for me. That was so kind. Use quotes from the movie My Cousin Vinny. Derek, oh man. Yeah, Michael Love salutes. A+ movie, Derek. Oh man. Shout out to the Michael Love for showing love in the YouTube streets. Yeah, he's one. I would say the International Quiet Storm, Mr. Ray, and Michael Love. I'm probably missing some, but those three really stay gifting the YouTube streets. I'm telling you. Facts, Chelsea, it's true. Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, did you subscribe to her? Thank you, Derek. Thank you for subscribing to her. All right, y'all. We're gonna close it out now. Thank you all for sticking around. I tend to ramble. Maybe, you know what, Derek? Maybe for fun, I will I'll find something. I'll find something I can use from My Cousin Vinny just for you, Derek. 6 hours and listen at you. I can't go to 6 hours. All right, y'all. We're closing out. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you all for watching and supporting. Bye, guys. Well, let me say bye, Touchdown Tribe.
We let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk.